Coming to you live from Spire. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Drew.
And we're here for day 4 of Earthborne Rangers.
That's right.
I'm excited because purportedly something will happen.
And you want to know what it is. Drew and I are in suspense, but you've taken a look.
I've only peeked just to see whether it's a mission. That's the extent of what I know is the title of the mission that will come out.
Yeah.
But Drew, before we dive in, want to refresh us on what happened yesterday?
Ooh, so day 3.
I did not tell him to prepare for this.
Yeah, a lot of things happened. We traveled a lot, so we hitched a ride on a flying vehicle.
Well, yeah, we were looking for Lun.
Yeah,
It was
right.
the first part, right?
Yeah, searching for Lun, and we completed that on our way to Spire. Actually, past Spire, we had to keep traveling to complete the mission, and then double back to Spire to camp and end the day.
Yeah,
but it was pretty rough near the end. We were very exhausted.
We got swarmed by bees.
Yeah,
Swarmed by bees.
We
found one right among the trees, but then he came with us on the ride.
Yes.
On the air vehicle down.
Oh, I
towards
thought
Spire.
that was after.
I think it was
the
after
flight that we found.
Oh, sorry.
Because it took us a few locations of looking.
Right, so we took the flight. We found Lun. He was surrounded by predators.
My favorite part was that we then
By bees. He was surrounded by bees.
Yeah, my favorite part was that we then took him to Spire, hoping that was a ranger station, a safe spot to drop him off and complete the mission. It wasn't, so we just had to sprint through Spire.
Right.
And now we're back to actually see it.
Right. Right.
We never drew a single card from its deck.
Right.
I
And in the interim since the stream, Drew and I have updated our decks a little bit.
I think we did that on the end of the video last time. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Excellent.
because we were able to camp finally, so got to put the rewards in our decks.
Right.
Yeah. So, if you pieced out of the last video when we finished taking turns, then you missed the reward discussion. It's still there for you, I think. I guess with that, we should. Oh, I should be a good YouTuber, and then we can read the entry.
Sounds good.
Hey, hit the like button and the subscribe button. I don't know why I didn't go down like that was the end of a sentence. It's the only way to support the channel, so we love if you do. With that, we're at entry 1.04. I bet the ones are all important.
probably.
You would think?
Seems
It's a section that's about 10 pages long. The ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, missions is the name of that section.
Oh, yeah. 1 is missions. How about that?
How about
Okay. So I guess anytime that we're reading a 1 entry, we can look forward to a mission. That's right. Biscuit delivery was also a 1.
That vital mission.
You wake up in the morning to a dark sky thick with clouds. Rain is falling on the head of the valley in thick sheets, and the creek near your camp has spilled over its banks. Before you finish packing, a familiar figure approaches your camp. It's Cal Iver. "Make haste," he calls. "Areas southeast of Lone Tree are flooding. It was that ridiculous Shaper. Came to water..." Hey, it's talking about me. "Came to water the Hanging Gardens and instead created an entire storm front. Elder Thrush is sending teams across the upper valley for rescue and relief efforts. You must go to White Sky, Kobo's Market, and to the Golden Shore if you can get there in time. Make sure everyone is safe, then provide whatever aid you can." "This could have been avoided," Cal says, mostly to himself. He looks down the trail in the direction of Lone Tree, then back at you. "I would accompany you, but Calypso and I have been tasked with finding Ale." That's a name I don't think we know. A-E-L-L. "Maybe he can fix the mess that he's created and put a..." Oh, maybe it's the Shaper. "Maybe he can fix the mess that he's created and put a stop to this rain. You're on your own. Good luck. You're going to need it." As if on cue, a peal of thunder rattles the air.
Ooh.
We gain the Rising Waters mission. You'll have to move fast to beat the waters. Record at 94.2, 2 days from now. Day 6 on the campaign tracker. At the start of that day, read that journal entry. And we know from previous entries there that 94.2 is always the mission timers, or 94 is always the mission timers. It's also important to me that I draw the little campaign logbook symbol above it. Okay, we're gonna need Rising Waters.
Hey, that's true. I do remember meeting Ale, the guy who was going to go water the Hanging Gardens during the biscuit delivery mission.
Oh.
Did we give him
that was a
biscuit?
little foreshadowing.
I guess so. Yeah, I do not have any recollection of that.
I recall
so long
that
ago.
he was going to water. Yeah, it was a while ago. Well, we're playing this game kind of, once a week, so.
I mean, we're playing this game about as regularly as I've ever played any campaign.
That's fair.
game.
No, that's totally fair. That's totally fair.
Tell us about Rising Waters.
Rising Waters is a mission, and it has the little keyword story here. So.
Oh, there we go.
There are more of these.
Yeah.
Torrential rains are causing floods. There are 3 locations printed here: White Sky, Kobo's Market, and Golden Shore. It says use book section 1.05 instead of the normal entries for these locations. When a card with a flood attached is cleared, place 1 progress on this mission and shuffle the flood into the path deck. If you have 3 progress on this mission, you read section 1.07, and this has a mountain effect that says add 1 token to the weather.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we need to presumably the entries that we read instead of their normal one will attach
a
floods.
flood, yeah.
Right. Or they'll say,
Yeah. We put a progress on this mission. We need 3. So we need to do this all in one day.
No, we have 2 days.
Yeah, but the progress won't carry over according to the rules of the game. Like unless it's having us write it in our mission log, then the game doesn't remember that there's partial progress.
Interesting. I wonder if it'll have us write it, because otherwise the 2-day timer would be strange.
It would be. I mean, it could
Or we
just
have 2 days to do it if we're doing something else.
It could make sense, yeah. If today we're in the swamp, we need to spend a day getting up there to do it
interesting.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And how we can let me finish writing the name of this mission down. Rising Waters.
I like that it describes the flooding areas as southeast of Lone Tree, which is the entire map.
Right.
It's like the northwest
good point.
of
Yeah.
the map. Like, okay, yeah, southeast.
So we're here at Spire. It is Kobo's Market, White Sky, and was it Boulderfield? Was it these 3?
No, Golden Shore.
Oh, Golden Shore. Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're actually nice and close to Kobo's Market, though.
Yes, we are.
We're in a good position, actually.
That is a lot. There's a lot of ground to cover in one day, if it does have to be in one day.
Does it sound like we have to do 1 at each location?
Yeah.
Probably.
That would be my assumption. It's not super clear just from the rules text here how that will work. I think we definitely want to go to Kobo's Market today and at least see what the deal is with the mechanic, but it might be like we need to start tomorrow with today's the day we do it all.
I think if
that's how it works.
We should just start today with today's the day we do it all. Well, why?
So again, we're just going to sprint down
Depends
the
on how
Spire.
much we want to do it at the Spire.
We can check out Spire later. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
flooding happening. Like, have a sense of urgency.
The mission shows up and Brandon's like,
Yeah,
I want to
exactly,
wander around.
Shows up. You're like, oh man, yeah, we gotta just explore, you guys.
Turns out what I really want is just be contrarian in all cases. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah. When there's nothing to do, I complain about it. Then when there's something to do, I don't want to do it. Yeah, I just think it seems extremely hard to not start at one of these locations and cover all 3 in one day, if that's what it comes to.
Well,
But,
one thing we can do is remember I have the ability, if I can pull it out of my deck, to travel twice at once. So if we can use that to get from Kobo's Market straight to White Sky, and then again, in theory, from White Sky straight to Golden Shore.
Yeah, that's
then we're
true.
only traveling 3 times.
Good point. Yeah.
I also wonder if there's a way to get like a canoe. I feel like there's a boat, I guess.
Yeah, it was interesting that
Because we can't go down the river.
Because
right?
So the rules have always said you can only take the river paths if you have a vehicle.
Right.
And then I assumed that would mean that we would at some point obtain a vehicle,
I
or
assume
at
so,
least a entry in our log that now means we can travel rivers. But then when we did the flying machine, it let us do river paths.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe you have to have a vehicle means it's more like those one-off types of transportation is actually
Interesting.
how you use those. Because
But there is a river path deck.
is that was what I was gonna wonder.
I think there is.
Okay.
Is there not? I'm
Must
pretty
be.
sure
I
there
don't
is.
know. And I don't think it's important enough to spend time digging through the box to find out right
That's
now. That said, we need to arrive at Spire, right? So
Yeah.
we have already set up its special path deck. And then arrival setup is the lead ranger and the next ranger each draw a path card.
Okay.
And I don't think we said this since we started recording, but you were going to be a lead ranger.
I'm the lead ranger today, and I have come across a harvester anthill which is a feature, food, and obstacle card with presence equal to the number of harm on it. So the more harm, the more ants come out of the anthill and stop us.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have the Whispering Fields, which is a...
I feel like it's never a good sign when it has
yeah.
the small art box.
Yeah, it's got a lot of text. Response, when you would draw a path card, instead attach it face down to this feature.
Whoa.
When this feature enters play, draw a path card. Okay.
No, well,
So
face down.
Yeah, don't look at it. Yeah.
X is equal, so its presence is equal to twice the number of face down cards attached to the feature.
But are we now about to put 3 more under it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. What's that awareness test on it? Because I'm sure that's key here.
And connect to sense the movement in the tall grass. In order to choose a number of attached face down cards at random equal to your effort and look at them, choose one to put into play. If it has the ambush keyword, treat it as if it does not.
So this is actually...
So basically there's these fields around us, and we can choose to draw cards out of there, but we don't have to. This is not an obstacle.
It's kind of nice if we are just doing stuff like in front of us.
Yeah.
But then there has a sun effect that says put a random attached face down card into play.
Oh, okay.
It has,
come out.
yeah.
And
And it says if it has the ambush keyword, suffer 1 injury instead of 1 fatigue.
whoa. Okay.
So, like, we have these fields around us. We don't know what's going on around us, but every once in a while, something's going to jump out.
Yeah,
at us.
it definitely feels like if we were going to hang at Spire, this is kind of a nice thing to have, right? Because we can selectively draw the NPCs, basically. Oh, except they're in a different deck. So maybe this is a weird interaction here where it's not even, maybe there is no
And
outside.
actually, Chubfrog here says, I think it's in the rules that Whispering Field should always be on top during the arrival step.
I think they're
That sounds like a
joking.
joke.
Oh. I assumed it was true.
No, I'm pretty sure that...
I don't know. Why is that a joke?
They're just saying that it
would make sense,
that it
like,
feels
if
like you
you're-
always draw it.
If you're in a grassland location, like there's always fields around you, that wouldn't be
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything
Listen.
rules for specific biomes in the
Okay.
rulebook.
Listen, if it was a joke,
Way to
2
go.
out of 10.
I appreciate it. I've already seen that and laughed at it. Yeah.
It's annoying.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah. Especially during setup, because it's like, just get a ton
Yeah.
of cards right away.
I'm just joking. Your joke was fine. You know. All right.
It's like how in Arkham there's always an Ancient Evils at the top of the deck when you're about to doom out.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right, should we add 3 more cards?
I guess so, yeah. Just tuck 3 under there. And then we go.
So this
Hey,
is
2 out of 10 could be
2 out of
worse.
10.
So this is 8 presents right now?
Currently has 8 presents.
okay.
Yeah. So we are not traversing the spire until that's cleared.
That's
How
not
do-
true. This is not an obstacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going to take 8 fatigue if you try to interact with the spire.
No, you just exhaust that feature, and then we can travel.
Oh, that's true. Okay. All right. You have a way to exhaust that feature?
Do I? I don't know. Let's find out.
Because I sure don't.
If it was an obstacle, I do, but I do not.
Yeah. Your vaulting rod, right? Doesn't work when it's not
The
an
thing is,
obstacle.
I can dodge this and traverse.
Okay.
But I mean, it'll be tough to get to 12 on my own because
Yeah.
Drew's pretty good.
Right.
But I can definitely dodge this without too much of an issue.
Well, if you're gonna end up taking injuries from like ambushing predators that come out of that deck, then why don't I start by playing my Paratrepsis Whistle? It uses 3 calls, and I can exhaust it and use a call to prevent a ranger from suffering an injury from a predator.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play a loose leaf tea kit, even though I've never had a single herb on one of these.
It's going to happen.
It's going to
Is
happen
this Flora?
time. It is.
It is. So you
Yeah,
just do 6 harm to that.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to
where's
do
your
some
shovel?
harm. I'm going to do some harm. I don't know where my shovel is. I can't get my shovel.
Damn.
It's it's rude of you to even joke about that.
It feels like the Whispering Fields look massive. You need to do a lot of shoveling.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm going to remove that with.
Well, I'm not even just
Shoveling?
talking mechanically.
Oh, you're saying
I'm just saying, like
thematically.
you have like a little trowel and are looking at like a cornfield.
Maybe you're digging like a mound of dirt to climb on top of, so you can see around you.
Oh, so it's not the type of shovel you use for digging. It's the type of shovel you use for constructing.
Well, no, you
dirt.
dig, and then the dirt makes a mound, and then you just climb the mound.
All right, I'm sold.
Someone else have something they want to do here?
Sure. I'll play this adaptable multi-tool for 2 focus. Which Gives me some charges to move my energy around.
All right. Well, I will take the first traverse test on the spire, unless there's something you want to do, Brandon.
No, go for it.
Okay, so I will play local fair, which costs me 1 awareness, which I'll discard. And it says, when a ranger performs a test, they may add 1 harm to a flora to dodge each being in the same area as that flora. So I'll add 1 harm to this flora to dodge both of these. And when I add that harm, I also get some tea.
And you can dodge an obstacle. Like, the obstacle's not being exhausted here, right? It is dodging it does let you traverse past it.
I think I believe so.
Okay.
Okay, these are.
I'll believe you. I'm just not 100% sure.
This is for beings, right?
No. They may add 1 harm to a flora to dodge each
being. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work.
Oh, that doesn't work. No, my tea kit. So neither of these is a being.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's worthless. What a worthless card. I will instead play a Leaf in the Breeze, which says when you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. So I can just dodge both of them.
Okay, yes, the dodge section does say that obstacles do not prevent you from interacting with cards beyond them.
Okay.
These cards that you've dodged are still considered to be active, so their effects still trigger. Just as a reminder.
So I think what I will actually do now that I'm really thinking it through, sorry guys, I'm actually just going to use my thing to dodge the Whispering Fields.
Oh, your roll card?
My roll card, because
Okay.
this has no presence.
Yeah.
So I can
Right.
just go straight.
Well, but it's an obstacle.
Oh.
So you can't traverse past it. You can traverse the anthill. Right, it's a feature. Maybe we just need to get the anthill off the table.
Why is this deck so bad? Okay. I will in fact play
Talk to the builder, I
a
guess.
Leaf in the Breeze, and I will I'll dodge both of these.
What's a leaf in the breeze do? That's not the same card you were reading
No,
before,
it's
right?
not. It says response when you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. So I can dodge
Okay.
both of them.
Nice.
And then I'll spend this to traversal. And
we need 12 progress on Spire. Okay.
I will also... I don't have a ton of icons. Maybe this isn't even worth doing, but here we go. Local fair, because that was worthless. And I will get a -1, just like you'd expect.
Where's my...
Put 2 progress on the location.
I'm just realizing I don't have my roll card on the table. I wonder if it didn't make it out of the box. It's my first thought was, well, it's probably shuffled into my deck, but... Actually, do roll cards have the same...
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, so let me just look. It's probably in here.
Oh, I can actually have done...
Oh, yep, there it is. All right.
I played that. Okay, so that's it for me.
Anyway, because I was going to offer to scout, but then I was too slow.
Oh. And then any mountain effects.
Yeah, so
one
add a token to the weather.
And there should be already 4.
And
so
we read the new downpour card, I think, before we started recording. For now, it has no effect, right? And then what does the sun do?
The sun says discard a sun effect. Discard 1 rain from this card, and each ranger suffers 1 fatigue. If there's no rain remaining, flip this card.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh.
so Drew, this was right. It should be at 5. We added
Oh.
a token to it, even though what the weather,
Oh,
even
I
though
see.
what the card is doing is depleting its tokens.
Got it. So that's good.
Right now, yeah.
So, Prague, are you saying that a Leaf in the Breeze doesn't dodge?
No, that's been there for a while.
He was-
they,
yeah,
they were talking about the
Thanks,
previous
Local
card.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, just making sure. And then other mountains, if there's an active hungry scroff, there is not. So that's it for me. Wow.
I can start working on this anthill.
Yeah, that's not a being, huh?
I'll just traverse it. Don't mind that.
Sure.
I'm going to use the adaptable multi-tool. Exhaust that. Spend my spirit energy to turn it into a fitness. And then we will commit 1 fitness and a determined to traverse the anthill.
Is determined the one that's
Equal to the ones left in my pool.
Nice,
So
okay.
this is a 4. I think we'll just go for 4.
Can you add 1 more? Because if you can get to 5, then I can also scout the top and hopefully find a +1, and we could just go for a 1-shot.
Well, why don't you scout first then? I mean, I can add 1. I can get rid of a card. For sure.
It's a 0
Okay.
with a crest. Oh, which makes me want to take this test because that would get me charges on my scepter.
Well, I
Crests
mean,
are-
I haven't done the test yet.
Yeah, I don't have any tests to take though. So never mind.
Okay. Then I will test. Get a 0.
Okay, 4 progress.
4 progress.
Nice.
And no crests. So that's me.
So let's see. How are we clearing this Whispering Fields? This is kind of wild.
The only way to clear it is to harm it or to travel.
Which is like, oh, you can travel past. You can just travel. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, it's not an option.
So I was gonna say, like, there's no guarantee that any of us has a card in our deck that can harm Flora, right?
Well,
So,
I do.
I know
my
you do,
shovel.
but I would be
Oh, yeah.
surprised if the design requires one because that was not
Yeah.
guaranteed to be present in our game.
Right. Right.
Okay. Well, why don't I go? I will play Phonoscopic Headset. This is gear that I can exhaust, and when a ranger scouts, increase the number of cards scouted by 1.
Well, I'm about to scout my deck to look for my shovel. Do you want to increase the number of cards I can scout by 1?
Sure. Well, I guess take the test first. You gotta make sure you pass it.
I do not. That's terrible. All right, so everyone's going to suffer 1 fatigue from that.
Yeah. Wait. We haven't read. Yeah, we haven't read that yet. What does that do?
No, we have. Discard 1 rain from this card. Each ranger suffers 1 fatigue. If there's no rain remaining, flip it.
Oh, okay.
And then the Whispering Field is going to happen as well. Put a random face-down card into play. If it has the ambush keyword, suffer 1 injury instead of the fatigue. It does not. It's another anthill.
Oh boy.
And then this one says if there's 1 or more progress on this feature, discard 1 progress from and add 1 harm to this feature.
Okay. So now it has a presence, but it
So
has
now
a
it
harm.
presence. And then this one there is no progress on.
And
And so
what's-
I like that in the grasslands the sun is bad. You know? Like we're in the grasslands, the sun's beating down on us.
Yeah.
Sucks. Like, you know, it's pretty good.
Okay. Well, those are not beings, huh? I can't connect with these ants.
No.
That's really frustrating. Well, why don't I? Ah, damn.
I really need my shovel.
Yeah, because I could try to traverse this anthill. Like now, this anthill will will clear itself in 3 more suns, but I guess that's a lot of suns to like wait for. It just has to have enough progress for the sun to convert the progress into harm, and eventually it'll clear.
Sure.
I don't know. Drew, why don't you go?
I mean, I can try to clear it. I've got 3 fitness. Just have to hit a 0 on the test. Is that worth it?
Seems good to me.
The other thing is, as this goes down, as we pull more cards out of this, I mean, we'll be adding 3 to it every turn.
That's,
So actually, never mind.
that's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Actually, you know what? Here, I do want to take tests while there's effects missing from play. So I'm gonna traverse this anthill though because I'm just traversing for 1 effort and I don't want to be able to fail and suffer an injury. The difficulty will be 0, right? Traversing the 0 presence anthill, I got a 0. So that'll put 1 whole progress
But you did draw
on the
a
anthill.
crest.
I did draw a crest. Nothing happened, so I get a song on my scepter, which was a big part of my motivation there. So
Nice.
that worked out great.
Okay.
Then Drew.
Happy to traverse. We'll give it a shot. Commit just 3 fitness. And see what I get.
Should be fine. It's not
That's
fine.
fun.
Which were you traversing this
Uh,
anthill? I
yeah.
guess we didn't specify. Okay. So we're at 5 progress out of 6.
And then add 1 more rain to the downpour.
And then the anthill's mountain effects are both if there's an active hungry scroff, we would exhaust it. It would add progress to the hungry scroff and harm to this feature. So hungry scroff, we would like to find those basically.
Yeah.
They counter these.
Well, no, because it adds harm to this feature, which increases the presence of this feature, right?
Yeah, but eventually clears it.
Eventually. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
But I think the hungry scroff's ambush. if I recall seeing them. So I think they're those cat things that were like looking at the camera in the art. Like I kind of recall them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they ambush. So that in this case would, or if they come out of the Whispering Wilds deck, that will injure you.
Well, I'm ready to rest.
Oh man, I have so much energy left, but am I also ready to rest? Because there's no beings to avoid with my awareness, and there's no beings to connect with my spirit. So I think, yeah, I also can rest.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my Exceptional Tinkerer.
Shaprog says I'm thinking of Luchinols, but I don't think I am. It could be that I'm thinking of something from the old growth biome, but I have an image of its art in my head that is not a Luchinol. It could also be that I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying that I'm not thinking of Luchinols. Okay, are we ready?
I'm resting.
We're all resting?
All
All right,
resting.
so I'll just rest.
So
So we're not traveling,
ready,
obviously,
everything.
and then we are readying all cards, regaining energy, drawing one card.
And then we'll just add 3 more path cards under this.
Yeah. There's what, 6 under there now? There were 4 and we had removed one. Yeah.
What's really bad is if we clear these and then these go away.
The anthills come right. Well, the anthills
I guess they'll
go
go
back
into
into
this,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's a rare rule, but also if we need to draw cards from Path Deck and can't, we lose the campaign. You know that,
Oh
right?
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then we go bury the game immediately.
Yeah.
That's in the rules.
That's in the rules.
And then a giant tree sprouts out of
Yeah.
it. It's the production
Circle of
production
life,
value
you
on
know?
this game is incredible.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we did path cards. We're just back to our turns.
Jeez.
Now, do we have a solution?
I'm thinking I'm gonna just dig really hard for my shovel. Is that a solution?
It's ironic to dig for your shovel.
We don't really have another way out of these fields, right?
I mean, no. And I guess that's what I could have done with my awareness last time. I forgot about it. Was I could have gone for pulling more path cards out from under it.
That's just gonna make it worse for us. I think we're just gonna have more stuff to deal with. What happens
Yeah.
when we remove this? Do these all go back to the deck, or do they all just reveal?
I think they're attached cards, right? So they would go.
They'd be discarded.
They'd be discarded.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a 3 focus remember test to remember my training.
Okay. I'm not giving you my bonus scout this round because I want to scout the challenge deck.
Wish I knew that. -1, so I'm just at 2.
I could give it to you, but
Gotta decide before I pull these up.
it's just +1 card. Nah.
Just 1 card.
Nah. It gives plus 50% to your
It
little.
was on the top of my deck.
Oh, there we go.
Can I put these both on top?
Yeah. Okay, you found it.
Found it.
Nice.
You can't play it till someone else takes a turn.
That's right.
We do our mountain effects.
Oh yeah, mountain effects. We're gonna add a cloud to the downpour. The downpour's never going to end at this rate, and which now that I say it is totally what the game is going for here. And the anthills don't do anything on mountains, so that's the only mountain effect. Okay. Well, yeah. Why don't I? It doesn't even have to be my turn, but I'm going to use Adherent of the First Ideal and exhaust my headset to scout the top 2 cards of the challenge deck, so we can just kind of plan based on what we know is coming. So I can put a +1 awareness on top, and then +1 fitness and focus next. And those we know will shuffle, which is part of why I'm ordering it second, so that we don't just waste the knowledge of the first. But that said, I actually wouldn't mind now, since this card here was it's a mountain, so I don't get a charge on my scepter from it. But I wouldn't mind taking the sun test to just like do a traverse, knowing we have a +1 or something like that.
That's fine. I need high spirit tests, so those cards weren't good for me in particular.
Well, here for now, why don't I just
Well, are you able to go again right away?
That wasn't a
That's not an
turn.
action?
Yeah.
Right, sure.
So I'll just go use my focus. Oops, I don't know why I put it in there. Play the novice lens. I think I've had this every game. I can gain a focus after I commit a manifestation to a test, and when I rest, I scout a challenge card if I have focus left over. So now either of you can go.
I'll go. I'm gonna play this Memorial Sketchpad for 2 focus. After a path card is cleared, I add 1 ink rill, and I can use it when we interact with a feature to commit 1 effort. Which it looks like we've got.
Oh,
a lot
hell
of
yeah.
features,
Oh, that's great.
So
Yeah.
You can add one of
And I
my,
can-
my Carbon Forged Trowel, which I'll just play down now.
nice.
Okay, well, I'll just do a very weak but guaranteed to succeed traverse against this anthill and just try to clear it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like it.
yeah, 1 effort, and we know that this will be a 0. So 1, and that does succeed just barely because this has 1 presence, right? But that'll get the last
Nice. I'll
2
do
to
that.
clear, and
I'll sketch on my sketchpad.
yeah.
Do we still know what the top of that deck is or no?
We do. It's a +1 fitness, +1 focus,
Got
I
it.
believe, with a sun icon.
Do we also have to add another token to the weather?
We
Yes.
should add another token to the weather. Thank you.
So should I test and try to clear our other?
I'm all for it.
Okay. So we know it's +1, right? Why don't I'll use my adaptable multi-tool.
Chub Prog in the chat a minute ago said adherent and headset. The combo that I used was is killer, and then went on to say Sketchpad and Earthborne Rangers is killer. It seems like a good
Sketchpad
card.
seems good now. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move my spirit energy, useless spirit, to my fitness.
Hey,
And
well, use it. Okay, Spirit is useless right now.
yeah, I will commit my 4 fitness and traverse the anthill. A +1. So that clears that.
Nice.
And then sun effects.
Do you want to sketch it?
I do. So sun effects, we all take a fatigue and remove one of those.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to put a random attached face down card into play. I assume it's like as if you drew it. Oh, it says put into play.
Yeah, but he's the active player, so like it goes within.
If it has the ambush keyword, suffer
Oh.
one and
Yeah,
one-
Hungry Scruff is not the card I was thinking of, but it showed up just in time to not help us with the anthills.
This is a great, this is cool art. Here you go.
What's it do?
When you interact with this being, you may discard 1 token from an equipped food to commit 1 effort. I remember seeing that now, but I did not remember the art. I like the horns; they're very cool. Okay, I'm thinking of going up against this thing with my trowel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to commit 1 effort on my behalf?
Yeah, from the
So I'll do 1 spirit, 1 from the sketch pad. Does that exhaust? It doesn't exhaust.
No.
Wow.
That's good.
That's really good.
Yep.
So I'm at 2. I don't have any reason icons, sadly. +1, so 3.
Wow.
So I'll deal 3 harm to this, and I'll get whenever you add 1 or more harm, you get 1 herb. So I get 1 herb. Ah, my first herb.
Wow.
Herbs for tea.
You're preparing whispering tea.
I'm preparing whispering tea.
Delicious.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that was a sun, so we lose 1 token. Take a
I'll take
fatigue.
fatigue. All right.
Oh man. And then put a random path card from the fields into play.
God damn. An artelope. This is a 1 presence prey mammal. Looks like a dog and a deer. It has another sun effect that says if there's an active card with 2 or more presence, shuffle this being into the path deck and draw 1 path card. And there is. Would that trigger? I assume so.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because you go in order to where I think.
I think it would. Right?
Would you do you trigger cards that you put into play from challenge effects? If Chad, if you beat me to looking it up, then thank you in advance. Challenge effects 17. Let's see. You. Challenge effect order: weather cards, location cards, mission cards, cards along the way, cards within reach, cards in your play area.
Chubbrock says yes, it will
Yeah.
trigger.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything saying it wouldn't. So.
So this says, essentially, shuffle this being into the path deck and draw one path card, which will just get put right back under the Whispering Fields.
Oh, weird. Okay. And that's, I mean, those are both just Grasslands cards, so that's actually a really common interaction.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Strange. Okay.
It comes up on the path, it notices that we're there, and it's prey, it's scared, and it just runs away back into the fields.
I guess so. Yeah. All right. What else we got? I wish that I could use your trowel. I would be so good at it.
I know, I wish I built this deck with more spirit. But I can exhaust this to gain a spirit energy. And
Oh,
then
the
I can
tea.
use this test
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have much of anything to do. So I'm ready to rest, I guess.
I'm happy to do that thing if you want to use your second Inkrill to give me +1.
For
So
sure.
I'm going for 2. Alright, so I'll exhaust this to gain another spirit energy, and then I'll spend it on this Carbon Forge Trowel test. So I'm at 2.
Wow, you finally brewed some tea and now it's already gone.
I drew another +1.
Chugged it.
So that's all 3.
Wow,
Clear
well
the
done.
fields, get another little bit of tea there.
I'll just discard those path cards.
Nice.
This is the art you were thinking of, the Bloodbeck and Velox.
Sketchpad.
That is it, and it was an ambush card, but it was not. Did not have the same name. Yeah.
Pretty good. And that was a crest, which didn't do anything. Nice.
I forget sometimes that some of the art frame breaks. Others don't. Or I wonder if is it. No, I was like, is it just ambush cards that break the frame? Because that would be cool. But no, a smattering of cards do. Yeah. Okay. Drew, traverse us. Wait, you're out of energy.
I'm out of energy. I have a person in front of me, or a hungry scroff.
Yeah, again, while there's so few icons in play, while there's no crest in play, at least I wish I could take tests, but I just don't have anything to do.
Can you connect with this?
Oh, there's a being now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hungry scroff. When I interact with it, I can discard a token from equipped food, which I don't have, but sure, yeah. I can do that. I will connect with...
They will never truly know the pain of the grasslands. Good job. Thanks.
Yeah, so
yeah, I guess that's what it is, right? They're saying if you can't harm flora in a meaningful way, the grasslands are going to be a real pain.
Yeah.
The trowel
Yeah,
really
interesting.
saved us.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because you would just have to draw all those path cards. It's basically just like a tax of awareness tests, just to get back to your path phase being what it should be.
Yeah. Or you have to
Seems
dodge it
like-
and just travel away.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Okay, I will. This is the first game where I haven't drawn my dog early on, which is sad. But yeah, I'll connect to the Hungry Scroff. I'll put in 3 spirit energy, and yeah, let's just get that off of our primary traverser. So I'll play Compassionate to make it 5. And +1 is 6,
Hey.
so that'll clear it.
Nice.
Get another sketch pad.
And that was a mountain, so
Okay.
we're...
So
It's just like-
it's just like
I was about to use my ability
adding
to
it.
add one to it, but I was like, I don't need to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add
every
something
time
on
a
my
card
other
clears.
cards.
We've added a token to the weather as our challenge effect.
Alright.
Okay.
I think I am ready to rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tap my character to add a use on the adaptable multi-tool. Now
Nice.
I'm resting.
Okay. Same.
Ooh,
Oh.
cool. That's a good draw.
And then
So
I'm going
we-
to draw...
We draw path cards normally now. Yeah.
I drew an Artelope.
I drew a Bloodbeck Velox. Immediately ambushes me for 2.
Yikes. I drew a morning root. This is the tear-inducing vegetable that you can slice up to. The person doing it suffers fatigue, and choose a ranger to soothe 3 fatigue.
I'm interested in that test because I can get some more tea.
Yeah, it's true.
Or I can just attack it with my shovel.
Also true. Although that wouldn't have the benefit of recovering fatigue.
Or soothing fatigue, or suffering fatigue. But I guess
Right.
it's better. Yeah, the odds are better. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you only suffer the fatigue from the fitness test here if you succeed. It's part of the success.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's not a risk of suffering fatigue. It's not a chance of suffering fatigue. Or I mean, what am I saying? It's not really a risk. It's a trade-off that you're deciding to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, fresh new turn.
Yeah. It's your dog, Brandon, that can pull things away from me?
Yes. Yeah, which I don't have.
Gotcha. Because I'm pretty set to traverse a decent amount.
In fact, I might just start, if you don't mind, with a remember tests to get a little more card draw going, because my hand is pretty useless. So I'm just committing one focus, because I would like to maybe end with one. So I just need to not get a 0. I got a 0. Discard a card from down 4, and we all take a fatigue. So that went well. Wow, okay. Well, all I had to do was not draw a minus.
So should we try and travel this turn? It feels like we should.
Yeah, we don't want to reshuffle and draw.
Oh, you know what? I can actually kill this thing.
Oh, please do.
I think I will. So I will play Quiet down for 2 fitness.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And
Tell us about Quiet. That's a reward card you got.
yes, so Quiet is the lynx-looking creature that we befriended.
I think it was a lynx.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
I think the game calls it a lynx.
it's a friendly, persistent, and unique companion. I can exhaust Quiet to add 3 harm to a being, and harm to Quiet equal to that being's presence. So Quiet would take 2 harm off of this Velox, but could kill it because it only has 3
Right.
3 damage. And I can do that right now, which I think I will. So I'm gonna
Seems great.
Send
Just
Quiet
clear.
to clear that, and then take 2 harm herself.
Oops, sorry.
No, you're good.
Nice. Drew?
Sure. I'm going to use
All eyes on you.
Adaptable Multi-Tool. Turn Spirit Energy into Fitness. Not any reason not to just spend it all. So I'm hoping for +1s. So I will commit 4 Fitness and a Strider, because this is a trail.
Wow.
So that's 7.
Do you want one more? Because I can actually exhaust this to give you another fitness energy.
Sure. I mean, we still need 12, so.
Oh, so it's not. If it was
probably
going to get
not
us over the edge, okay.
worth it. Yeah. I can commit some cards though. I don't want to get rid of them, but.
It's also an option. Oh,
should,
well,
we,
I guess
should we scout and because if this is like a 0 or +1, like I could try to.
I'll
finish
scout
it
with
off.
my headset. They are both 0s.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the mountain ones that I can take a test with the crest and get a song.
Okay, so we need 10 total. We got 7. You're out of fitness.
I can get one more if I need to.
Okay. So, should I go for the guarantee or wait? I could lose some cards, but
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Up to you.
I feel like we gotta get going. And I don't have my tool belt, so I can't actually play these yet. So, commit.
Wow.
2 more icons.
Okay. There's the vaulting rod.
Yep. That's a 0. So
Okay,
that's
we're going to add a token to the weather.
10 progress.
Very nice. So we're ready to travel at the end
We
of
are.
this turn.
Okay, sweet. Well, then I will go ahead and slice up some morning root.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
use a fitness, because this is the best way to look for my dog. So I know that I'm going to draw a 0. Crest has no effect, so I'm also going to get a song on my scepter. And then I've sliced and shared the tear-inducing vegetable to add a harm to this feature. Suffer 1 fatigue and choose a ranger. I'm going to choose myself. So I'm going to suffer fatigue and then soothe 3 of my fatigue.
Yeah, you can choose yourself. That's selfish, I think someone would say.
Hey, I will do whatever it takes to find my dog.
Okay. So one thing I'm actually able to do is I can take this spirit test to 10 to the local plants. I can add or remove harm. So I can actually pick this up and allow us to continue
To keep doing it?
fatigue. Yeah.
That's interesting. It is also milling our decks.
It is also milling our decks.
Because, like, yes, I think it's a good thing to do, but, like, if we sat here forever doing it,
Right.
our decks would be burnt.
Right.
I wouldn't mind healing some fatigue. But
I'm thinking of taking this test once to try and do that. Do you want me to first remove this one so that you can take the test as well?
I don't have the energy to take the test.
Neither of you has fitness.
Well, I'm going to just exhaust this and gain a fitness.
Okay.
And then I'll spend that to do this test.
So
The,
that's fine
the
then.
morning route test? Yeah, just do it then.
Okay. I don't know. I'm hoping this is not a -1. It's a +1, so that's good.
Nice.
So I will harm that, which will kill it. But before it does, I'll take a fatigue, and then I will also choose myself, I think.
Okay.
Because I know what one of these cards is going to want.
Cleared the route. Do you get to sketch this?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a being, right? It's just any
path
path
card.
Wow.
It's crazy. I mean, you can only use it on
for
features,
features,
but
yeah.
still.
Yeah, that was a sun, so
Oh, and I guess we
downpour
got another
ticks
T.
Another
ticks
fatigue.
down by 1, and we take a fatigue. And then what's the sun on the Artelope?
If there is an active card with 2 or more presents, which there is not, it would shuffle.
Interesting. That includes quiet.
Oh, it does include quiet.
Yeah, it's not active.
But it's not active.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Quiet's scary. She's
Yeah.
like bleeding
Quiet
from
scares away the
the
Artelopes.
mouth.
Yeah. Okay. I have a lot of energy left.
So one thing that I'm capable of doing, which I don't know if we want to do, I guess we don't actually. Never mind. I figured out that we don't want to.
Fair enough.
I'll do a quick remember test. Unless anyone else has something they want to do.
You know what? I will first rest. And since I'm resting with focus, I can use Novice Lens to scout a challenge card. You're going to remember?
Mm-hmm.
You'll love that card then.
Great. I will do it with 2 focus. A +1 and no effects. I do love this card.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cool. Scout for 3 cards.
I might do the same thing because I have 3 focus energies sitting here without purpose. So I will.
It's all good.
Leave them on top. Or
Unless
or
we get a
just-
sun. Oh,
Well, but it's not like they're getting any more
That did
accessible by
happen
putting
to
them at
me.
the bottom.
that's true.
Well, you can decide which one you want.
Yeah,
to
but I
put
have
on top.
2. Yeah.
You'll draw one of them, right?
Yeah.
Probably, unless you were to like trigger the sun twice.
Either
before,
either it goes
the
at the top of my
refresh phase.
fatigue, and hopefully
Yeah.
I'll start healing fatigue.
I mean, at the end of the
Whoa.
remember test, you'll draw one, unless you already did that.
I did, yeah.
Okay, so I will do.
Oh
the
yeah, he
same
did already do that.
thing. 0 and a sun. I'm sorry. So first I will draw 3 of these.
Chat reminds us that you should have taken a fatigue because you interacted past the Artelope when you cut up my vegetable.
Thank you, chat. So in that case, I will just do the top card of this, and I'll draw 1 more. Okay, so one of these is going to be fatigued by that stupid sun right away. I don't know if I need 2 of these right now. I guess I do actually kind of want to have 2 of these.
Chub Frog also says, I know the feeling. I always feel naked without my dog. Yeah, without my trusty dog, like, what am I even?
So we'll go like that.
I'm
and
just
then
some
this one will be.
super powerful wizard man with a scepter that can soothe anything that lives.
All right, I'm all done.
That's it, though?
I'll go ahead and play my pocketed belt pouch that I scouted for. Remembered that I had it.
Nice.
Funny thing is, I don't know if I'm going to use it all that much because my deck's already getting a little low. But it's just good because I can play more equipment up.
I'm going to bust out these ancillary tokens to free up some of these tokens, too. We'll just use these for the weather.
And then I'll just exhaust to spend an energy for adaptable multi-tool. And call it a...
You know what? I know I took that extra fatigue, but I meant to just exhaust my seeker. Right? When I went past this Artelope, I just forgot to do it, and I had that available, so I'm not going to take that fatigue.
Okay.
Taking it back. Taking it back.
It's fine.
All right. Done.
Don't look at me. I've rested.
I'm resting.
Okay. Then we'll ready up. Oh, wait, no, we're traveling. Okay. So we're going from Spire to Kobo's Market,
That's right.
right? So that's going to be along a lakeshore path. So I hope everyone's ready for some water.
Some lutrinals.
Good thing you committed that rod. Doesn't that have
Yeah.
benefits in the water?
Fishing.
That's okay.
I got another one.
We ain't got time to fish. Plus, who wants to fish in rampant flooding?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay, so we are going. Sorry, let me get my thoughts organized here. Here, you are going to need this to read the special passage that the mission directs us to for Kobo's Market.
Sure, okay. I'm ready to read that.
Then go there.
Oh.
It's the mission says it, not the Kobo's
105.
Market. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead.
Yeah. All right. Okay. From far off, you can hear shouts of alarm. You can just make out the dell that holds Kobo's Market through the driving rain. The water around the main structure is already knee-deep, and you can see Ren Kobo's porters, saving what goods they can, retreating to the upper balcony. Divert the flood by clearing beings and features while they have a flood card attached. After setup, perform the following based on how many days have passed since starting this mission.
0?
0.
Or 1? Is it 0?
0.
Okay.
Search the general set for 2 flood cards and shuffle them into the path deck.
Okay.
It would be worse.
Are they just called Flood or Flood traded? No, they're called Flood. Okay. 2 cards called Flood. Then we're going to need the Lakeshore type. Here we go. And Kobo's Market is not pivotal, so we'll have 3 general cards. 3 of the Valley cards, rather.
Okay, and then 105 has an errata. Wait until after the start of round path cards are drawn before shuffling in floods.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we need to essentially clear these. And if there are no... Oh, yeah, okay.
There are, since we were
Get that set up.
since we were talking about that earlier, I just glanced, and there is a river path set, so it does seem like you are traveling on the river sometimes.
Yeah.
Or maybe, or would we have if we had? Would we
would've.
have used that if we had used the river on the flying machine?
If that was the second
Oh,
path,
okay,
yeah.
okay. All right, so at Kobo's Market, for a focus plus connection test, you can haggle with a difficulty of 3. Haggle with the vendors of the market to return a gear from your hand to your collection. Choose a starting gear from your collection that you meet the aspect requirement for and add it to your hand. This alteration to your deck is permanent. Oh, so it's like, oh wait, it was Kobo that we traded. It's exactly like when we met him out in the wild. We can just also go to his market.
It's way easier in
And
this
do it.
market to do it.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Like,
Yep.
makes sense.
Okay, good to know. Arrival setup. The lead ranger will, and we need to shuffle the path deck. Lead ranger will search the path deck for the next feature and put it into play.
Okay. And then we'll shuffle the flood in.
Well, then I think we do the
start of
first-
round.
Start of round, yeah.
Path cards, yeah, okay.
I guess that way you don't draw floods with nothing to attach it to.
Yeah, because if you do that, it tells you to read a certain section.
Oh, okay.
It's like, something happens.
All right. So the feature you get is the Tenebrae.
Oh, terrible. I didn't realize that this is a Valley card.
Yeah. What's that do again?
It's when you perform a test that interacts with a card in the same area as this feature, reduce your effort by 1.
Oh yeah. Okay. Whoa, Jesus! I'm making a mess here.
If only this was a Flora.
Yeah, it's a feature and a biomeld. It is not a flora or a being.
The flood?
The
the
Tenebrae.
The Tenebrae is
back
back.
up.
Uh-oh.
I guess they just
Yeah.
float across the valley. That's kind of interesting. I like that theming.
Okay. So
Sketchpad will be useful.
Kobo's
Your sketchpad will be useful.
Kobo's Market replaces the Spire, obviously. Okay, then finish refreshing
These all
your
go
refresh
away.
phase again. Oh yeah, can get rid of the Spire and previous path.
Refresh. Draw a card.
It's Oru!
Hey, you got your dog.
We did it! Okay, and then if you're still doing any refresh stuff, take your time, but I'm dealing you each path card so I can shuffle in the floods.
All right, I will draw mine first. It is fresh blue kelpweed. This is a feature and a flora and water. And I can add 1 harm to this. I can take a focus test, add 1 harm to this feature, and either heal 1 injury or discard 2 harm from a being. Hey, I can use the kelpweed to heal quiet and get another energy from my tea kit.
Seems good.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Love it.
I have Aura Voss, a traveler. Being human, villager, they're friendly. You can focus, plus, I don't know the name of these symbols. I should really remember. The compass, to ask Aura who she has encountered during her travels to search the valley deck set for human and shuffle them into the path deck. Yeah, we've seen this one.
We saw this, so she has intro text to read, but we read it, I think, just last session, where she brings up her annoying daughter, is what I remember.
Right,
Yeah. Okay, and then I have a romping lutrinol. This ambushes me for 1 fatigue. Okay, but I can handle that.
I can also have Quiet handle that after I heal up Quiet. Quiet can just kill it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Wow, I have a lot of ways to handle it.
Alright, well, you can do it.
Ooh, hell yeah. Also, I got my favorite gear. Oh, damn. Okay. It's to our turns, huh? Mm-hmm. So, we still don't really understand how we're completing this mission, right?
I think
we need to wait till the flood cards happen.
Right.
So, like, scouting the path deck and looking for them is an option here. We have some pretty... If it's, like, flood attaches to a card and then we need to clear the card, we have some pretty easy cards to clear.
Do we have a good way to scout the path deck?
Well, can't you always do that with...
No.
Oh, why did I think that there was a... yeah, that's right. My eagle can do it. It's not a common test.
Yeah.
But I do not have my eagle.
Just your worthless dog.
Just my worthless dog. Speaking of which, I'll go first.
Okay.
And play Oru, the sheepdog. Oru also would scare away the artilopes, which is fun.
Quiet might just kill Oru.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow.
I love that I could do it.
Rude.
There's nothing against it. It's great. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe because they're friendly, you can't do it or something. But
Well, they're friendly to us. Nothing says they're friendly to each other. So.
all right.
In fact, yeah, I don't know if I approve of this whole cats and dogs living together situation we have now.
Quiet is a lynx. Excuse me.
What's a lynx?
A lynx is a lynx.
Well, then fine. Oru's not a dog. He's a sheepdog.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I do want to take this rap test. I think I'm just going to wait and see until you scout, because then if you happen to draw a good blue card and no one else has something they want to do with it, I can just use it for that test.
Sure.
But I don't know what else we're planning to do this round.
Yeah, I mean, I can scout now. It's so. Oh yeah, I guess.
You also need to find your bird, I think.
How. That is true. How realistic at this point do we feel like it is to complete this mission today? Given that we're, halfway through our decks and would need to do it in all 3 spots.
Do we know that we need to do it in all 3 spots? Because
I mean,
we have 2 flood cards at this location, right?
Well, that's a good point. Oh, that says when a
And-
card with a
and
flood
they
patch is
shuffle
cleared.
back.
Oh, so we do know how it works.
I think we could do it all here.
I guess we don't have to go to all 3 places. It does seem like we can do this here.
Interesting.
Okay.
I wonder if, hard to say.
Because it even says shuffle the flood back into the path deck. Yeah.
So you could just deal
So
with
that
it.
makes it pretty easy to clear here, actually. Never mind. I retract all my reservations. We can just...
I think it's probably like these places are harmed by the flood, and we're just trying to help out where we can.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like
Yeah.
we have to hit all of these.
I'm sure it'll keep
but-
track, though, of, where we helped. I
Maybe.
bet there will be damage done to White Sky and Golden Shore if we don't go over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, nothing about the mechanics on the table remember where we...
No, nothing.
Helped,
I mean,
right?
I assume...
Yeah.
I haven't read ahead or anything,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming that that's going to be...
I just mean, there's no... Right, it's not like leave the location in play with a progress on it. There's no way to mark that,
Right.
which usually means the game's not going to check. It could rely on our memories for it, but games don't usually do that. Okay, well, I'm still the last one who acted. Oh, I guess should I just go ahead and scout 2 cards, and then we can go from there?
Well,
Sure.
Okay, so Adherent plus Headset will scout 2 challenge cards. we've got wow, this one's a crest, which I like crests, but is all zeros. And this other card has +1 fitness, +1 focus, but will shuffle. So I guess this card
Get
is
rid of
like
the sun, maybe.
If you want, you can put
Yeah.
this 0 on top,
yeah.
and I can take that test to do this Kelpweed action, and then we can use the +1 to start traversing this location, if we want to.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so then it was a 0, so I'll just commit.
Yeah, because
One
it's
of
a
these-
it's a 2 difficulty to wrap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll commit Insightful.
Okay. You succeeded a test, which means you can suffer fatigue to take Insightful back.
Which I probably won't do. And then I'll draw the 0. I will succeed. I will add 1 harm to this feature to heal 2 harm off quiet and get another T.
Nice.
Okay. Oops. And then the crest does nothing.
Feel like traversing, Drew?
Um,
You've got a +1 in it.
do we need to?
I mean, it would. It's the way to get rid of the Tenebrae.
Oh, okay, I can.
It takes 9 progress.
I guess I could do that.
And I mean, maybe even no need to blow it up and clear it now. Like, if you can get 8 progress on it and then let a flood appear on it and then finish clearing it, like, you know, that could be the way to game it a little
Sure,
bit.
it's gonna move somewhere.
Like, right, it counts as helping people in the floods, right? If we, like, just stand there and wait for the flood to smash into that person and then pull them out.
Yeah. I think that helps. Yeah, totally. Interestingly, yeah. You're right. The flood right now would attach the Tenebrae, I think.
I mean, I didn't look at the flood card. I don't know what it attaches to. But
I guess I don't. I
if
know
it's a feature or if it's just a path card or what.
Oh yeah,
but
it might be a being. It might be a being.
Okay, I will.
In which case, right now it would be either Oru or Quiet because they have the highest.
All right, I'll commit 2 fitness to this test.
okay.
And get the +1.
Oh wow, a +1.
3 progress, but we do all the suns.
And you reduce your effort by 1 for interacting with the Tenebrae's.
Oh, sorry.
area.
I'll use the sketch pad to negate that.
Oh, by putting in an extra
Yeah,
effort.
so.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 progress on it, and it has no. Oh yeah, you drew a sun, so
We each take a fatigue.
we remove a token from the downpour and each take a fatigue, and then you have to move this feature, Drew. Where are you sending it?
We should have planned this out better. Yeah, it's annoying that it's going to be. It could go to Brandon.
What were you gonna do?
Take this test again. I was gonna kill the Lutronal and then heal Quiet again.
Oh.
So that's fine.
You can send it to me. I don't care.
No, I don't care.
Or you can send it to me. I want to spend the rest of the turn just like searching for gear and then
Sure.
not doing much of anything else. So I'll pick it.
Okay, well, I will go and just spend my last spirit energy to attach my favorite gear mod to my scepter. So now, after I use a token from the attached gear, I soothe 1 fatigue.
Nice.
All right. I will have Quiet exhaust and eat that Lutronal, taking 1 harm himself.
Okay.
Or herself, rather. And then I will take this this test again, spending 1 here.
You want one?
and,
Save a card?
Sure. So I'll be at 2 plus 1. Good enough. So that'll deal another harm here, which will remove that from play, heal Quiet, and give me a 3rd T.
I actually missed the Lutronal. This thing's just like infinite. It's crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the mountain says, did you already add a token here?
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got this.
Okay, tokens.
Thank you.
Back to 5 on the downpour. Okay. Why don't I'm gonna use Oru to add 2 progress to Auravance and have her come play with my dog.
Cool.
And then I will take a fitness test to pet my dog. So it's a 1, 0, Oh, that was perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for because I succeeded. So I can ready Oru and soothe the fatigue. And also, the crest doesn't trigger anything here. There's no active predator, so I get a song.
That's nice. So one thing I'm thinking about now that we're dealing with this issue of we need the floods to come out is it or is it not the case that at either White Sky or Golden Shore there is a scout action on the location card? I think
I don't know.
there is. I guess, I don't know.
Anyways, I'm gonna search my belt pouch. So
Maybe
awareness.
it's there to resolve there.
Just commit to awareness. Got a -1. So I'm gonna search for gear, add it to my hand.
Nice. While he does that, anything you want to do, Jordan?
I mean, I can continue adding progress to this Tenebrae, or I can traverse the location.
Well, while you think about it, I will let Aura pet my sheepdog some more, putting 2 more progress on her, 4 out of 9, and I'll send her to along the way. Who needs her?
Okay, I will exhaust this loose T-kit to get another fitness, and then I'll take a traverse test on the Tenebrae for 3. I could go up to 5.
It is going to subtract 1.
It's going to subtract 1.
I can give you one.
Well, I think we don't want to clear it, right? We want to get just close to clearing it. Is that accurate?
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean...
Possibly, we don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll commit this hidden trail to go up to 5, and then -1 will be 4.
Okay.
If you want to give me one, you can, Drew. You don't. It's up to you.
That risks clearing it with a +1 then?
Yes, we'd clear it with a +1.
Then no.
All right, 0. So that puts out 4 progress. Is that right? 5,
Yeah.
5 -1 is 4,
Mhm.
and then I'll play Walk with Me. After you succeeded a traverse test, add progress to a being equal to your effort. In addition,
Whoa.
so I'll add 4 progress here, and I'll put 4 on Oruvas as well.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
So then, yeah, my dream is that if a flood card can attach to her, like, yeah, we don't know whether they attach to features or beings or what, but
Right.
now she's 1 away, and I can just sing her a song with my scepter to save her from the floods.
I'll exhaust.
And did we do the sun effects for your test?
Oh, for my test, no. So we all should suffer a fatigue.
Suffer fatigue and remove a token from the
And
downpour.
then this is active.
Move
so
the
I'm gonna
Tenebrae,
move it.
yeah.
I guess I can take it at this point. It's not really bothering me.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna play, since we're taking on this fatigue for 2 fitness, I'm gonna play a trail mix.
Nice.
Get some uses there.
Okay. I don't have much left to do, I don't think. I haven't used my focus, so I could remember. Or I could. Do I? Alright. I wish I knew off the top of my head if I actually wanted to make a trade with this card, because I'm in a spot where I can guarantee success at it.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't have any gear. It has to be gear in your hand, right? Yes, I don't have any gear in my hand. So never mind. That answers that question.
Oh, and it's gear. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I feel like it's probably not bad to have a bunch of one-offs in your deck. Like I have 2 copies of something in my hand, and I can just get rid of 1 and get something else. But I don't have the energy to take that test right now.
Yeah, I think it's mostly bad.
It's bad
To have a
to
bunch of one-offs. I think your deck should be trying to do something relatively planned and focused, and having one-offs of everything makes that a lot just inherently less the case. But you do you.
Thanks.
I don't think that this game is like balanced on us optimizing everything like that. So, yeah, I don't really have anything to do, so I guess I'm ready to rest.
I'll play another adaptable multi-tool.
And when I rest, I can scout the top of the challenge deck, which is a +1 focus, +1 spirit, if anyone wants to do anything along those lines. But it'll be a sun. Maybe we just don't want to all take the fatigue.
You can also put that on the bottom, right?
I can vary it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna rest as well.
Okay. Drew, are you resting?
Yes.
All right.
Rest.
Then we are not traveling, so we can ready up. Okay. I have a lot of connection icons, which I guess is just describes my deck in general, so it shouldn't be a surprise.
So I should draw
Okay.
the first of these path cards?
Yeah.
Ready to eat.
Flood. Nope. Instead, it's a carnivorous naiad,
Oh boy.
which is a feature
Yeah.
predator, flora, and water.
This is the one that
one.
grabs your feet and you have to untangle yourself, yeah.
not a being.
I have
But
a
my shovel's here.
tributary stream. More feature obstacles.
And I found Ben Amon, the Swift pilot.
Oh.
So again, we should. Oh, this is with me. Should theoretically read his passage, but again, we saw him last time. So he's got the flying machine that we can convince Ben of the urgency of our mission to move our ranger tokens to him, and if we clear him that way, he will let us double move, I believe. No floods though.
No floods. So I can try and smack this naiad with my shovel. Unfortunately, Quiet can't hit it because it's not a being.
Yeah, it's a predator. Yeah, so we mostly want to. Well, we want to either traverse that naiad or you want to kill it with the shovel, but we can't really help you with that. So when it's a really high harm amount,
Well, Drew
It's
can
gonna
help me
take you
by
several
giving me
rounds,
plus
plus one
one.
each time.
I don't think I need several rounds. I think I can just do it.
with your one spirit.
Well, I'll get a second spirit, so that's 2.
Okay.
And then I'll contribute astute, so that's 4. And that's 5. Oh, I should have recurred that other thing. 5 is pretty good.
I can
Do you want to scout and try and give me a plus
Sure.
1? Yeah.
Yeah, there's plus one spirit on top.
There we go.
And plus one awareness is next. Does anyone have any reason for awareness?
Did you see that? You can use the sketchpad ability as many times as you want during a single test. That's insane. Oh man.
I guess I'll bottom this card because I don't
Good
think
to know.
anyone's doing awareness tests.
All right, sounds good. So I've got. So we're at the success level, right? I will exhaust my seeker to dodge the tenebrae,
Nice.
and then I'll
Oh yeah.
hit it for 6 damage and kill it.
Yeah, you got to draw the challenge card.
Draw the challenge card. Yep. Plus 1. Hey.
Okay.
So that is 6 harm on this, so that's removed. And I get 1 more energy on my T-kit. And
Is Quiet a predator? No. Right. So Quiet doesn't trigger things like the challenge effect on Aura.
no, yeah. And then nothing else happens with the crest, and you get 1 more token back on your sketch pad. And that's that.
Nice.
It's
You
also funny
guys-
that like crests.
My deck suddenly feels good.
Crests are like nice now.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it's nice, right? Like, that was good, right?
It was.
Yeah.
That was great. Okay, so I'm gonna try to just soak my feet in the tributary stream. We're gonna need to clear that obstacle, presumably.
I like the idea that, like, because I'm of a forager background, I just know where the roots of this naiad is, and I can just go and dig up the little roots and take care of it.
Yeah.
Just take, yeah.
Yeah, just dig your shovel in.
Good theming.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to take the test to soak my feet in the cold, clear water. I will soothe fatigue equal to my effort, so I'm actually gonna throw some things in here. How much fatigue do I have? 5. So 3 spirit, and I'm just gonna pitch a calming presence to make it 4 effort.
Nice.
Plus 1 is 5. So I succeed at soaking my feet. I'll put my ranger token out there. I soothe 5 fatigue.
Wow.
Among them is not my hawk, which is my one way to scout the path deck. So, damn. Okay. But then the sun, we do take a token off of downpour, and everyone take a fatigue, and that's my action.
I can go. So I'm gonna adaptable multi-tool. Just running out of tokens here. So I'll use one there, use one there. to...
Chef Frog says in the chat, your pet cat eating friendly villagers would be rough. To my question with if it's a predator, but I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah. It's a risky take.
Yeah, it's a risky take. You just brought a wild, vicious animal.
How domesticated
to
it
the
is
market.
quiet, really. Yeah, sure.
So I'm turning those energy into fitness, so I have 5 in my pool, and then I'm going to eat trail mix, exhaust, use 1 morsel to choose myself. I soothe fatigue equal to the number of fit in my pool, so 5 cards.
Wow.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
And I guess it's an exhaust, it's not actually an action. What do we got here? Oh, some good cards. Ooh, why don't I play Eagle Eye?
Oh, that sounds like it'll scout the path deck.
Scout 3 path cards, then draw 1 path card.
Nice.
Would you look at that?
It's funny. I always laugh when hand someone a biscuit or soak your feet is a 2 difficulty test. Only experts in the field can
That's
handle
right.
it.
Yeah.
Listen,
Those biscuits
might-
crumble easily.
You might slip and fall in.
Yeah.
You never know.
Okay. So scouting, I can bottom any amount of these, correct?
Yeah.
I'll bottom this one,
Okay.
put this one on top, and then draw a flood.
Ooh, what's the flood do?
So response, when this card enters play or its attached card leaves play, attach it to the feature or being with the highest presence that doesn't already have a flood attached.
Oh, wait a minute.
Move that card along the way. If there are no cards to attach, so we have to clear all the features.
No, but then I think that's overridden by the mission that says when a card with flood attaches cleared, place progress here and shuffle the flood into the path deck.
So now that this is out,
So-
it's just going to jump between cards, and every time we clear one.
Well, no, because this says shuffle into the path deck. The mission says too.
Oh, I see.
Right, but we can keep reusing
Right.
those.
Yeah, so there must be other situations where this card is used. Because right now, essentially, its text is overridden. But it does interplay and attach to the feature or being with the highest presence. So that's the Tenebrae.
Looks like there's an errata.
Yeah, the response doesn't trigger if the card which flood is attached to was discarded by being cleared, and 2, flood never attaches to ranger path cards, i.e. the dog.
Oh, actually, I had just had that thought had just crossed my mind that like, oh, this can even go to quiet or Oru, but
That would make
I thought it
sense
said
in a
features,
certain
but-
way. No, it says being or feature with the highest presence.
yep.
So I guess I will then traverse the Tenebrae.
Well, hold up.
Oh, go ahead.
I have some info that we have more flood on the way. Do we
Ooh,
want to
okay.
delay around just to draw the second one, or is it worth just getting this done now? Because then it'll shuffle.
Oh, it'll shuffle the
We
deck.
won't know what's on top.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually.
that is a good
Yeah,
point.
because if you clear the flood, we're shuffling the deck, losing your scouting knowledge. No, that's a good point. I think we wait.
Very good point. I agree.
Then we can attach the flood to Aura Voss and then finish
Clear
my
them all.
conversation with her to save her.
Sure.
I've built up a high level of trust between us, so that then when I say like, "Hey, maybe get out of the
Get out of
river,"
the way, yeah.
she'll listen.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
So I have all this energy left, but I feel like it would be wasted on any sort of test, and I don't really want to take this 3 fatigue to go and interact with stuff out there, because I feel like our clock is.
Yeah, I mean, we can
slowly ticking down.
we can probably just rest. I don't have much on my to-do list either here. I can have
We also can't take too many tests, because if we hit a sun, we're going to add a flood token to this card, and if we had 2
Oh, yeah.
suns, if we had 2 flood tokens to this card and then pull a crest, if the number of flood tokens on the attached card is greater than its presence, discard it, and we each suffer 3 fatigue.
Oh wow. Okay, so there's a timer on dealing with these cards.
the
Okay.
floods, yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'll just rest, and I'm resting with focus in my energy pool. So there's a -2 focus on top of the deck, but +1 in awareness or spirit, and it's a crest, which doesn't do much right now. So that's always nice. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's on top. And I've rested.
One thing I could do before resting is I could play the hidden trail, so that we're starting, so we can travel 2 locations if we're interested.
Sure.
Do you guys want that? in play?
I don't see why not.
All right.
Or
So we'll pay 3 for that.
I have extra energy to burn as well. So I'm tempted to play this trail marker somewhere. It makes something a trail, which
These are
know
both
doesn't-
already trails, too.
Yeah, but it's whenever one progress is added, we add an additional one.
I guess probably there.
I mean, if because hidden trail also part of using that is
Yeah.
traveling, so we might as well put it on
This
the
is the
location.
higher one,
yeah.
so-
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
Cool.
All right, it's a trail. All right, I might do this. I've never seen the point of layering cards so that their text box is showing. I'm like, I can't read that from here, but I can read trail markers and remember the gist of what it does.
That's fair.
Interesting.
Okay, am I just gonna rest with all this energy?
What exactly are these? These look like teardrop things.
They're trail markers.
They're like ooze bags with little beacons in them.
Oh, I
Weird.
see.
They're
So-
they're like dangling from the trees.
That makes sense. The flood popping by its own effect would then move it to another card. So if
Oh,
this
yeah.
popped this card, we'd take 3 fatigue, and this would stay in play and jump to the next thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Obstacle, so I couldn't even travel. I could travel on the hidden trail.
You can't travel.
Or
you
traverse
can
it.
traverse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might as well. I mean,
The Tenebrae will reduce your effort by 1, but
Yeah.
if you're not using your fitness energy, you might as well.
Yeah.
And this is also
It's a
a
feature.
feature, so you can use your sketchpad.
I mean, I can basically clear it.
In the future, we'll all mark trails with ooze bags.
You know what's interesting is this says clear. Attach this trail to the location.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this is attached to this, and then you clear this. Do these both?
Are they
attach?
both considered attached to the location?
Whoa.
That's a great question. I don't know.
That would
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
Okay,
That'd be
I've
quite
got
the combo.
I
Yeah.
got 4 energy. I'll play a Strider because why not? So that's 7. We're looking for 9.
And -1 on the Tenebrae.
That's
So.
1. I think I'll get a 0. So I'll throw in 3 from the sketch pad. So that's testing at 10.
Testing at 10.
All right.
-1. Testing at 9.
Yeah. Got the 0.
That's
Okay.
it. This is cleared.
So attach that also to a location. So we have a well-marked hidden trail here now.
It's funny.
Okay, I've already rested.
I'm happy to rest. I'll rest.
I will rest.
All right, then refresh. My deck is already down to 8 cards. I don't know about yours.
It's getting there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I also have exactly 8.
And I still didn't find my hawk. That said, we know that we're finding more floods, right?
Yep.
Path card, path card, path card.
So this one will enter play and it'll attach to the being with the highest presence that doesn't already have one, and I pick
Oravos. Okay. She's underwater.
Romping Lutrinol Ambush.
Oof. And I found a tributary stream. Another obstacle. No one helped me make progress on the original one.
I'll do that this time.
Okay. Well, I can just start by exhausting my Scepter of Harmony, spending a song to put 1 progress on the being Oravos, which will clear her. And so the flood, we're gonna put a progress on Rising Waters, or progress rather, that was a general token. Shuffle flood back into the path deck. The path deck is pretty small to where we're likely to find it again.
Yeah.
And then as far as I know, we still also do her clear text in the campaign log,
All
campaign
right.
book.
81. Oruvos. 1.3. Well, I guess you can read it. I think it's A1.
Clearing a path card.
You offer to help. So as a refresher, what she wanted, like what Progress with her recommended, was offering to help her find Quissy. You offer to help, and Aura smiles gratefully. Thank you so much. I've been tracking Quissy for hours. I think I know where she's going, but somehow the little trailblazer is always one step ahead of me. Maybe you can help? The Rangers choose. Agree to help or not today.
It's flooding.
It seems like flavorfully all the more reason to help.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
And yeah, I haven't, as is recommended, I didn't read the rest of the text. So I don't know if it's going to give us suddenly a search mission.
It's definitely going to give us a search
You think
mission.
so?
I mean, what else would it be? Yeah, it's got to be. Interestingly, these are both features, so these would immediately get 4 of the search tokens.
Oh, of the like trail
Of
tokens?
the trail tokens. But,
Yeah, I mean,
and then remember, we're going to take a whole bunch more fatigue from the mission card.
Yeah, I don't know if we have time for that.
Yeah.
So not today.
I mean, no. There's a flood. We gotta, we can't help you look for your daughter that would be washed away.
Yeah, we assume
There's a
she's
flood,
fine.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah. She's probably in Lone Tree, at the top of the tree.
All right, discard aura. Each ranger soothes 2 fatigue.
Hey.
Oh wow, we
She's like,
feel refreshed by declining
yeah,
health.
exactly.
Yeah.
We feel so good that we did not help to find your daughter.
Interestingly, no, it would not have been a search mission.
Oh,
Whoa.
we weren't supposed to look,
I looked.
so we made the wrong call.
I mean, I don't know that the other call would have ended up being a good thing to do, but
Right, sure.
it would not have been a search.
All right, so I guess I will traverse the Tenebrae. Right? Or Drew, you can. It's up to you if you want to do it.
No, I got this Lutronol in front of me. So.
Okay. Oh, I can also eat. Quiet can eat the Lutronol.
Sure.
Sure.
Time for that.
Quiet will eat the Lutronol and take 1 damage.
Okay. The floods went on features or beings?
Yeah.
So like they could go on the tributary stream. No, it's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want us to end up with Ben being the only option for flood because if we clear him, we like leave the location, and we also have to clear him with our ranger tokens. Like it's a whole thing.
Okay. Well, we're gonna clear this before we'll clear that, and that will be the 3rd, so it'll be fine.
It could be one of these, though, right?
It could also be.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So I'm happy to do this, or why don't I just do it? It'll just be easier. So we only need 2. Here's 3. Want to give me your sketch pad?
Sure.
That's 4. -1, still successful. So we clear the Tenebrae. We'll add another progress to the waters.
Shuffle the flood back in.
Flood back in.
All right, well now we got 2 floods out of like 8 cards, so hopefully we just draw another one next round.
Yeah. Okay, done.
I'll go. I'm gonna tap.
The one's already in play. Search only control tokens on features when they come into play. Yeah, okay, good point.
Tap this adaptable multi-tool. Make an awareness into a spirit, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
haven't done
spirits.
that much.
Someone's going soaking.
I am going soaking. And so there's 2. I get a +1 because Brandon's already
You sure do.
there bathing in the waters. And why don't I throw in 2 sketch pads because it is a feature.
Oh, so you're just trying to soothe a bunch of fatigue while you're at it?
Yeah. Cool. So that's 5 total. Ooh, -2.
Wow. Well, you succeed, but soothe 3 fatigue. And you were the yellow token?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a similar thing, I think.
Are you going to do the exact same thing? Because I don't think we actually want to clear this, right? We want it on the edge of clearing so
Yeah.
we can just throw a flood on it.
Okay.
You could go soak in the other stream.
Listen, you guys don't want me to soak, I understand. Well, if I soak in the other stream, then my ranger token's here, and then that's kind of weird.
I mean, yeah, so it's not helpful, other than it soothes fatigue.
No, it's
you,
fine.
you could
I'll
still do
just
it.
wait,
Yeah.
I will just wait. I think then I'm probably ready to rest. I mean, I could do this focus.
My energy is all full, so I'm like, I should probably do something,
So
but
I'm
I
gonna
don't know what.
do something else, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna search for my last scouting card because I have not seen it in my fatigue stack yet.
Oh, you know, here's what I'll do. I'm going to follow the cheerily winding stream with. Oh, we're adding +2, so I'll just put in 1 focus, because this adds a progress to the location, which would become 2 progress. The one downside is the sun will fatigue us, but it won't happen. See?
See?
Okay, so I followed the stream. We're gonna write trail markers, amps. It doesn't have to be from traverse. Yeah, so we're getting 2 progress on the market. And I would move my token to this feature, but I already have. Mountain is just going to add a token to the weather.
I wish, now I'm like, I could take this test and I could definitely succeed at that. Do I want a different gear? Ay.
Chat says I'll clear it if I do that, but I don't think that's true. My ranger token was already there. We still don't have them all here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ranger token's the one that's not there, just to be clear.
Okay, I'm gonna use adaptable multi-tool to make this awareness into a focus. And then we're going to remember. So there's 3, 4, 5.
You're remembering for 5?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
I'm digging. +1.
That it's a 6. Crest does nothing.
Great.
What are you digging for?
That scout card.
Oh, okay.
I'm impatient. I wanna find our flag.
I mean, at this point, I'm annoyed, especially now that I've soothed all my
6 is
fatigue.
my
that
entire deck.
my hawk clearly does both copies of my hawk are in the bottom 8 cards of my deck, but I don't want to dig and make fatigue an issue, so I think I just don't have the hawk this game.
Can I see the rules really quick?
Sure.
Thanks.
Cool.
Oh, Davi in the chat, says that my token shouldn't have given me +1. That is true.
Oh, I'm gonna undo that.
Hey.
Make a fitness into that instead. Actually, I don't have to do that. No, yeah. Okay.
I'm just wondering if there's any gear I want to trade for. Either of the cards. Okay. Someone already has the reverb locket, is that right?
No.
You don't have the reverb locket?
I don't have that many moments.
I think I will get a reverb locket. Why not?
Well, you're gonna... Oh, yeah, you can dodge all the obstacles. I was gonna say, you can't interact with... You can't trade with tributary streams in the way.
Oh, God. No, that's not true. Doesn't that just stop you from traversing?
You can't interact with the things past them.
Oh, that's what it means?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't travel.
Then no, I will not. So I'll rest. I'll waste my 3 energy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm resting with 7 energy here, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and I'll go ahead and rest and scout. +1 awareness.
Also 6 energy.
I like that it's not a sun, so I'll leave it on top.
Wait, before you rest, because I'm gonna scout here, so you might be able to clear our flood.
Oh, I see.
Oh, if you draw a flood. Oh, yeah.
So I'll play Eagle Eye. Scout 3 path cards. And draw 1 path card.
All right, better find it.
I got it.
Nice. Okay, so we're flooding the tributary stream.
All right. So in
So
that case, I will...
the way to stave off this flood is soaking your feet in it.
Yep, that's great. That's great. All right, so I will exhaust this tea kit to get an additional spirit, and then I'll spend 2 spirit and 1.
Well, yeah, and you're getting +1s from these.
Oh, yeah.
It is a -1 on the top. We know because I scouted it.
Oh, so I only need to do. So I won't do that.
Oh, were you playing around a -2 there?
Oh, yes.
You
So
do soothe fatigue for your effort.
That's
If
true.
you want
Oh,
to
that's true too. Yeah.
get more options.
that's a
but
great idea. Thank you. Okay, so we'll do 2. And you said this is a -1 on top? +1. -1.
Yeah.
But I've got 4. -1 is 3, so I succeed, and I get 3
Okay.
redraw.
we will clear the flood, shuffling it back in, and putting our third progress on Rising Waters.
Which means we're going to read something, right?
Hey.
Yes.
You have the book over there.
1.07.
I think we've won the campaign.
I think
Might have been.
yeah.
Yeah, this said it was the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Story complete. 1.07.
It's great.
With some quick thinking and a lot of backbreaking work, you managed to redirect the worst of the use your feet to redirect the worst of the floodwaters and save what you can. Thanks to your efforts, this location is through the worst of it.
Oh.
Check off the bubble matching your current location next to Rising Waters in the campaign tracker. Remove all progress from its mission card. Then if all 3 locations are complete, read the following.
There you go.
Okay, but since it's marked in our log, this does carry over.
This
into
will
the next
carry
day.
over,
Yeah.
right?
Got it.
It's funny that there is not actually a way there to track which location is complete. I think the spirit is probably that we go to the other 2, even
It's
though...
probably just 1, 2, 3. This is the...
Oh, because the card has 3, you think I should check the second bubble here?
I do.
That actually
It
is
did say the bubble
smart.
matching your location.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
read
just read
I read
it.
that but didn't process
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay,
interesting.
okay, that makes
Okay.
perfect sense. Yep.
That's cool.
Wow, so okay, we do have to do it. We have to do 3
Okay.
in each
3
location.
in each
So it's,
location.
it's
So
more
so
than we
more
thought.
harder. Yeah, it's harder.
So then I think the goal for today is probably,
Travel.
based on our decks being pretty low, is travel. We can double travel with Hidden Trail to be at another one of these locations to start the next day, but probably then camp.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if we can put... I mean, we'll see, I guess. Because I'm nervous that,
Yeah.
like, leaving 2 to do tomorrow is going to be tough, too, right? Like, we can either do 2 today or 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, but
and
I think,
will say, I
but
think-
unlike today, we're starting at one of them.
That's
Like-
true. That's true. Okay, fair point.
For now, we can't travel yet. We have another tributary stream to deal
Yeah.
with, and another 10 progress to get on the location. So the
Well, I
had rested.
I have not, though.
Yeah.
So I will take this follow test, the focus test, to follow the stream, to add 1 progress to the location. And I will go 3 there, and I think I'll just go 3. That's fine.
So now, as we stick, or maybe no, I guess we're definitely not traveling. We're not clearing this obstacle at least. I was going
No.
to say maybe the 2 of you can just travel us, but otherwise the floods now just become a major pain.
Yeah. So I did that, and that adds 1 progress to the location as well,
Which becomes 2.
which becomes 2. That's right. Okay.
Now I wish I hadn't rested.
Oh, now I could have actually taken that test to trade a gear. Oh well. It's done with me. Because I could have dodged.
Dodge the obstacle. Yeah.
Well, I can maybe help with that.
Everything's flooding. Villagers running, screaming. Jordan, don't worry, I'm on it. Sticks his feet in the water.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just going to use my last trail mix to
I like the idea that these
soothe
floods are
your
like
fatigue.
warm. Like, you know,
Yeah,
they're
they're
soothing.
very pleasant.
Soothing
Yeah,
you.
they
It's like a
soothe
nice
you, yeah.
warm. Yeah, it's like a
I know, we all just like soothed our entire stacks of fatigue by like waiting around in
waiting
this
in the
flood.
flood. Yeah.
So
But you know what? This is great because that's also something that Arkham does really well, where you know the ridiculous card effects bounce off
Yes.
each other to tell like a very fun story.
Yeah, well, and that's why, like, it was Shut Up and Sit Down, I think, that originally said this, but I totally agree, is that horror games are comedies.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really have a scary border card game.
Yeah.
But you can laugh at the funny interactions that come from the horror components,
Right.
like interacting in weird ways. Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to equip Artel's vaulting rod, actually.
Oh.
So-
okay. You got the gear slots for all this?
I need to get rid of 1 more because I just used the last trail mix, and then we'll get rid of 1 adaptable multi-tool. But this is 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
maybe-
5.
Oh, except you did just spend 2 fitness to play that, huh? I was like, maybe we can travel this turn if you are exhausting the obstacle, but maybe it's unlikely.
Yeah, not with what I got in hand. I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, you need a couple tokens on that, right? Or you've got plenty of tokens over there. Over in your token graveyard.
Yeah, why don't I... Interesting. Okay, why don't I exhaust the tributary stream? I'll
spend a use there.
Okay.
And then we will traverse. So I'll commit 1 fitness, perceptive, and
Wow, you just get energy for these.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
So now this isn't a feature, even though it has a feature attached to it.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable. Then I will. Yeah, we'll just do that. So we're at 3, 0. There's a
So
sun.
3 becomes 4, so
Yep.
we're at 8 out of 12 progress. Sun, though, takes a cloud off of the downpour and fatigues us.
Okay. I get 2 awareness energy back. And is it just on me?
Yeah.
I'm just going to spend one of those with Exceptional Tinker to add another use to Artel's
Oh,
Molten
nice.
Rod.
Slick. Okay.
Cool.
And now are you resting?
Yeah.
And that makes us all? Okay. So not quite traveling yet. Never a hawk. Okay, we gotta ready the stream. And then path cards all around.
I drew a flood.
Oh, okay. The stream is flooded again.
Well, actually, I could flood
It's a stream or Ben, right?
Ben, yeah. Does it matter at all?
Is it actually making it harder to interact with the stream or anything? It's not, right?
No, but it is
So-
another presence that will be in between us and this. And if
Oh.
we dodge this, are we dodging the flood?
I don't
Maybe,
know.
Maybe not.
That's a good question. Yeah. If you dodge a card, does it also dodge the anything attached to the card? I don't know. While you look that up, Drew, what would you draw?
Sure. Well, and I have a question too. So we're about to get another flood. Will that add another token there that will carry over after we travel into the next location?
Yes, I guess so.
So that does make maybe doing a second location
Possibly. Yeah.
possible.
Interesting.
I have a Lutrinal Holt. It's a feature lair.
Dodge isn't a keyword?
No, it's an additional concept on that page, on the page for those.
So focus and compassion. You can coax the Lutrinals back to their lair to add 1 lure to this feature. You may discard 1 token from an equipped food to commit 1 effort. Clear
Okay.
it, shuffle a romping Lutrinal into the path deck for each.
All right, and I just got some of the Tidewater Muckets that you can pry open to soothe fatigue, but they don't really seem to have any downside, so that's a good draw.
Nothing here indicates that you would dodge an attachment when you dodge a thing.
Chubfrog in the chat says that they're pretty sure dodging a card won't dodge its attachment.
So in that case, I might actually just
Which?
put this on Ben
So
so that we can travel more quickly.
sure.
Or do we want to put it on
I
here
mean,
and actually
yeah.
clear
So
this?
it'll fatigue me when I interact with the stream, but that's not the end of the world.
That's true. Well, who has more cards left between us? I mean, Drew has the
I mean, aren't we
least.
clearing the stream pretty much no matter what? I mean, I guess we could just
We
dodge.
don't have to.
We could just
like,
exhaust
dodge
it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard to clear the stream.
Okay, so
Why don't we just put the
this.
flood there and we'll
That's fine.
clear it? Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, like to that end, I can go and soak in the stream. In fact, we can even simultaneously clear the stream and the location if Drew and I both just use the focus action there, because each one will add 2 progress.
Oh, and I added only 1. Oh no, did we make it 2 when I did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
make sure. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
I do like that as well.
It is not a skill I'm good at. Focus. Oh wait, I should have.
I can give you.
I should have 2 focus energy. Okay, so I should be able to do it. But I'll start by scouting the challenge deck twice with my roll on my headset.
Sure.
Okay, it's a +1 focus and a -1 focus. Oh, and your ranger token is giving. Yeah, so actually I can
I can also
do
bottom
that.
those because they're both suns.
They are both suns. Yeah. Okay. Suns
Yeah,
do
I've
suck.
got sketchpad
Alright.
help I can give you too if you need it.
Well, and if you're gonna have an easier time of it, you could just go first,
I'll give
and
him
then your
plus
ranger
one,
token
apparently.
Sure.
helps me. Yeah.
Okay. So let's. What is it? It's a 2 test. I'm getting +1. Okay.
I should get my energy back.
I'll use adaptable multi-tool, changing spirit into focus, and we'll commit 3 and +1.
Cool.
So I'm at 4. Got a 0.
0. Okay, we're gonna add a token to the weather. We exhaust the Lutrinol Holt, search the path deck, and discard for a romping Lutrinol and put it into play. So that's gonna ambush you, I believe. Yeah, here you go. But you have successfully.
This will then trigger if there's an active predator other than a romping lutrinol.
There's not. But you have followed the stream, which will add 2 progress to the market, and then I will attempt to do the same. So you're giving me +2, so I will just throw in the rest of my focus to be up by 2, just in case, and do that. And that's a +1. So I also get there, which will clear it. And yeah, puts progress on the mission, I guess.
And 1 more token on the weather. 2 more on the mission. Or 2 more on
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
it's 1 on
Yeah.
the weather, 2 on the.
And Tidewater Muckets looks for active predators, which there is one. Oh no, it's not active for my test.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay, very nice.
all right. Well, we will be traveling at the end of the round.
What else should we do?
I don't have much.
This is not a flora.
No, my dog can play with the clams though. Yeah, and like I could between my dog and my scepter, I could easily clear the romping lutrinol, but it's gonna clear when we travel, so I don't see any reason to. Yeah, I mean I can rest.
I can attach. So I have a question here. This is actually better on someone else's weapon. So I have this puffer crawler spores.
Oh yeah.
So I can attach it to gear, and then when I add harm to a being with the attached gear, exhaust that being and attach this card to it. The attached being gains the flora trait. I'm wondering if that will trigger my loose T-kit or not. Not that I'm going to do this now anyway, but I'm wondering if the harm comes first, and when I add the harm, it's a being. It's not a puffer crawl. It's not a.
The harm
flora,
definitely
so-
comes first because it's triggering the effect, right?
Yeah, it's a bummer. Good to know for the future, though. All right.
But then you can just keep hitting it with your shovel
Right.
to make tea out of that wolf or whatever.
Right. Okay, that's great.
Delicious.
Wolf tea, yeah, delicious.
It's also known as like broth. Is there anyone have anything else they want to do?
I mean, are we camping at the next place we're going?
Yeah, I guess that's the last conversation.
I can do plays to set up, like, give me
I
good
will
cards
since,
for next round. But
since
like,
at the end of the round I'll have to draw a card. I will have 5 cards left in my deck.
I will have one.
If we're camping, I will.
You'll
take,
have 1. Then I don't think we have any way of completing another step in the mission. So I think we can't.
In that case, I'm going to take this focus test and change a card from my deck.
Go for it. You want to
Oh
do it
yeah,
now?
what is that?
Yeah.
You can haggle to do some gear stuff.
It's the exact same effect as when we traded with Kobo. It's the same dude, right? This is just his market. Yeah, so if you have a gear in your hand, you can swap it for one from the collection.
Oh,
I still don't have any gear in my hand.
I do.
Oh, that's not true. I do have a gear, but
I was thinking
I'm
of
happy
getting rid
with
of
it in
this
my deck.
hiking stave, which isn't a bad card, but I have 2 of them. I don't know. I'm wondering about whether you're right about gear inconsistency. I mean, the thing is, like, you get to a point where you have so many cards, but then again, I went 3 games without getting my stupid shovel. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's true. Well, yeah, I mean, the default rule for deck building is and insert number here depending on how many copies you can have. But like, if it's worth having in your deck, it's worth having 2 copies. But that said, like, yes, not many games. Like, I have a 15 or so card hand right now, which is unusual. That said, I still was hurting. Like, I was still very glad I had 2 copies of Oru because I was struggling to find him
That makes
in
sense.
the early game.
My thing is, I don't ever want to have this card when I have these 2, because it's 2 gear slots, and I don't have a lot of 1 gear slot cards.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
so
it's
maybe you
worth
should
it
switch one out for a
to
1 gear
switch one
slot.
out
Yeah.
for a 1, yeah. So I'm going to do
Yeah.
that. I'm going to take a focus test with those 2 cards because we're camping anyway, so I'll guarantee it. -1, in which case I will swap out a card. This is the card I'm going to swap out, but I'm just going to do it while we camp, so we're not like fussed with getting cards.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then we resting.
I'll rest.
So, and I think we're camping, right? Is that then what we've decided? Drew is going to have 1 card. Drew.
Yeah, I mean, what are the upsides of camping?
Well, yeah. So camping just lets you switch in rewards, which we don't need to do here. And it saves us from setting up the location just to play half a round and then fatigue out.
Yeah.
But like we could do it, and if we happen to draw path cards and then floods that attach to them in our opening setup, right? It may be doable.
Trumprock makes a good point, which is that 1-ofs are really good for you because you can tutor them.
Yeah, I'm not good at this test right now.
But I can give you 1 focus, or if you want it, if you have enough heart symbols.
I
to
have
make
no
it happen.
hearts in this deck.
Then
I could take this test at about 70
Yeah.
effort, but I don't have any gear to trade.
And I have a...
well, I could kill
I have a
that.
thing
With
of-
quiet.
That's-
Quiet could
it's-
eat that. All right,
that's fine.
All right, just trying to.
I mean, I have plays. I can set it up if we want to try for it, but
It doesn't hurt to. I mean, it's up to you. What is your ranking of our odds here? What do you think, Drew?
we have to do it before we hit 2 suns, basically. Because I'll draw this,
yeah.
and then 1 sun, and then the next sun ends us.
Frankly, I think our
So probably not like
it
very
seems like
much.
well, so yeah, it's seems to me fairly doable if we draw the floods, but the odds of drawing both floods in our oh wait no, it's you do it after the first round, so we'd have to last a round. So you have to draw 0 suns because you're gonna have to draw a card in a refresh phase before the floods ever show up. Unless we have a way to draw more cards from the path deck, but you've played both of your
I
moments.
can get those back.
Oh, okay.
That's part of the plan. But
So it's still.
Dude, it sounds like you want to try it.
Yeah,
I
try it.
want a combo
We can-
for
we
now.
can-
I don't know.
We can go for
you
it.
wanna
It
try it,
seems to
yeah.
me like not 30 minutes well spent, but that's fine. Either way, we're traveling, so we are definitely going to White Sky, right? And that's the flooding location that is 2 away.
That's right.
So we'll be going via a forest path. So we can set up White Sky and forests.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna play some cards.
Oh yeah, you're not resting yet then?
Yep. So I'm gonna play paths we've roamed before. So I choose up to 4 total moments or attributes and place them on the top of the fatigue stack.
The other thing is, like, if we can get a flood attached to a being that Quiet can just eat,
Eagle Eyes.
it's such an easy way to clear a flood. Just have Quiet
Yeah.
go and save it by,
Strider.
you know.
It's true. It has to be a predator, right? No, a being. Oh,
Just a
wow.
being.
Oh, so you can have it attack people.
Yeah. Quiet's very loyal
Clearly.
to me.
What did you do?
So I put those Eagle Eyes back on top as well as some Striders, and then I'm going to play Trail Mix for 2 energy. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to get rid of something. Get rid of this. And ooh, can I have a fitness energy?
You can.
Can you still exhaust card, or have you? Maybe you haven't.
I haven't officially rested, I don't think.
Actually, you're forced to rest if you're not doing something in between each thing.
Oh,
Drew's
so,
doing.
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
But I don't know the answer to whether you can do whether you can exhaust cards once you've rested, since it's not an action.
Let's see.
Um,
Sounds like an additional concept to me.
I'll use a trail mix to soothe either 1 or 2 fatigue.
Okay. I have the path deck ready to shuffle floods into. We're going to need the white sky location.
Are you waiting on this information, Drew?
No, it's I either get an extra soothing of fatigue or not, so it's not super vital.
Okay, let's find out.
Alright. Clear anything that's not persistent. Add that to our path deck graveyard. And we need someone to go to 1.05 to read the white sky entry. Oh, I have the book. I guess that someone is me.
So rest says that ranger turn that you cannot take another turn this round, but exhaust says that you can exhaust a card
Yeah,
at the
Devi.
beginning or end of your or another ranger's turn.
Yeah, and Devi in the chat backs that up that you're not taking turns anymore, but you're still in the game for other purposes.
There you
Makes
go.
sense.
Cool.
So even after I rest, quiet's not resting. Quiet's ready to attack.
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
The wind has been rising steadily and now is blowing the rain in huge sheets across the lake. Swelling tributary streams threaten to overtake the shoreline. Animals and villagers alike flee to safety lest they get caught in the flood. Okay, so that's the white sky intro.
So I'm realizing if we're continuing, whatever gear I take for that card, it will be in my
Should
hand
be in your
right
hand,
now.
yeah.
So I might look into that while we continue playing.
Okay, here is path deck.
Gotta check my deck.
Lead ranger draws a path card, and then we're all going to draw a path card, and then I'll shuffle the floods in. White Sky has a bigger deck too to find these floods in because it has more NPCs.
But it does have a scouting action. Jordan was right about that earlier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, search the shores beside the towering parasols of White Sky to scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw one path card. That is true.
Do you have a way to add tokens to my cards?
Yeah.
Awesome. I think I'd like a Reaver blocket, please.
Okay. What
You don't know immediately where that is?
What faction is it?
It was one of mine, right? It was Artificer?
It is... Oh, I didn't even look at this possibility. That's interesting. No. Reaver blocket is a Traveler.
Or Traveler.
Traveler. So it's a background.
Yes.
Here you go.
Thanks so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I will... We can put this away later. Oh, no, this goes in the area of my cards, right?
Oh
no, we traded it away.
Yeah, I think this is gone. I think it's
Yeah.
only the cards you swap out for the rewards that sticks around as an option in the future. This is an Explorer card. Okay. It's dead to us. Until you trade for it.
Great.
Actually, did that... I lost track of where I put the... Maybe I put it back away, the location. Didn't it say for a card that was not in your starting deck? Which I guess... But I don't know. The game doesn't track what was in your starting deck.
No, it
So I don't know. Okay. You've got a series of path cards to draw.
Oh, excuse me. Is this one first?
Doesn't matter.
Overgrown Thicket.
Okay.
Sitka Doe.
There are does? I remember bucks and... Isn't there... I guess there are does, yeah.
Prowling Wool Hunt. There's
Okay.
another predator in play? No.
And I got an overgrown thicket. Alright, so lots of traversing to do to clear these obstacles.
Well, I can also harm them.
That's true.
They are flora.
Well, let's find...
But we should find the flood
Flood
first. Yeah.
first.
So we need to do our refresh phase. So draw a card if you haven't.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Refill your energy.
Okay, I'm gonna just use my last trail mix, suit 3 fatigue.
We can also just exhaust these obstacles.
Yeah.
Although that won't clear the...
Oh boy.
It's an exhaust effect, though, to exhaust one obstacle, right?
Yeah, but I have a functional replica.
All right. I'll get us started with the Eagle Eye.
Okay.
So is the path deck between... this is probably a dumb question, but are all these cards between you and the path
I think it's
deck?
only
No.
when you take a test.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
this is just
fatigue
playing
is
along.
only a concept during tests. Yeah.
But do you have something I can scout extra cards with?
Sure. Yeah, you can look at one more.
Okay.
Oh, Chubfrog says River Block is an expert card. You couldn't take it.
God damn it, that's ridiculous.
I definitely. That's the only trait in the whole game that has inherent rules, right? I don't like that. I don't feel like they should. It's like it's like when Magic the Gathering used to have the legend creature type that was like the only creature type that had rules attached that you had to know, even though it just looked like all the other flavor. That's what they're doing here with expert. I don't think it's a good choice.
Well, I bottomed 4 cards and then drew the top card, which is a flood.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice.
So
Still need one more flood.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
that'll attach to the Wool Hunt, right? Alright, Quiet
Yeah,
will eat
it
the
will.
Wool Hunt. Right?
I love Tesla stuff. That's great.
So Quiet adds 3 damage to the Wool Hunt.
And he's 4 though.
Oh, he's 4. Oh, and Quiet will also die if I do this. Well, that's okay, because I can also I can hit it with my trowel if need be.
Okay. I can definitely find the other flood. I just
Do you guys have... Does one of you guys have boots all in the Iron Wool boots in your deck?
Nope.
You don't have boots?
Nope.
Do you have the boots? I'll take a boot.
Take a boot. What faction is that?
Same one, Traveler. It doesn't actually seem that good, but, you know. Because you have the whistle. You know what? I'm just going to do this later. Let's just do this later. Let's just do this later.
Well, I found a boot, so I'll leave it out. Yeah, after you play Moment Through the Fatigue, I thought about making that my outside interest, and I decided they are not a good card. I don't know. We sometimes get punished for having fatigue, but for the most part, I feel like I have overvalued Soothing Fatigue, at least for my deck, because I've drawn these 15 cards by mostly Soothing Fatigue and then not used any of them. They're all maybe I could use them for icons if there were actually beings worth connecting with. I guess in general I haven't really done anything this game, so maybe that's part of it.
Do you want to connect
day.
with this Wool Hunt? Because that's another way to clear it. I mean, I can
need to
kill it with Quiet.
We need
but
to take
if
as
you wanna
little
connect with it-
as few tests as possible.
Oh, I see. Well, I need one test to clear it because I can only deal 3 damage to it, and it's
Yeah.
got 4 health.
Can someone just take another action so that I can take another turn without taking a test?
Yeah, sure.
Because I want to see if I can find that other flood. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter what we do here.
Take an action without taking a test.
You know what?
So that means play a card,
Probably.
right?
Yeah, I'll play this Puffer Crawler Spores down here. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Then I'll play a second Eagle Eye. Scout 3 path cards. Didn't get it.
Well,
Let's see what's on top.
bottom moment and draw this flood. Flood.
That's great.
Wow.
I guess thickets probably. I can just traverse one of those pretty
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I can
easily.
smack it with this. Okay.
All right.
I think we can do it because you can scout to avoid some suns.
No, I already buffed your scouting.
Oh, that taps
But-
your.
This is Scout Challenge card. Did you use this already?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry. No, this did I not? I guess I just didn't
Yeah.
refresh that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the headset that I have used.
So you can scout 1.
Yeah. And another
'Cause
one
I
when I
can
rest.
crush this test easy. So we should just kill this and.
Okay, so Quiet
Yeah.
will deal 3 damage, and then it'll die. Or, sorry, he'll be wounded. She'll be wounded. So that's 3 damage. Then I've got to do 1 more. Oh wait, either of us can take this test. Do you want to take a heart test, or do you want me to take a wound test?
What do you mean a wound test?
I mean, I can I can attack it with my carbon forged shovel,
Oh.
and I can boost it by quite a bit. So I can definitely kill it if we want to go that way. If you'd rather connect with it for some reason, that's fine too.
I mean, yeah, I can certainly blow it up in one test, but it would still be a test. I am one shy of getting it testlessly. Because I can do 2 from my dog and 3 from my scepter, but it had 6, right? You covered it with harm. Yeah.
I see.
Oh, wait. I can do it testlessly.
Hey.
The quiet will.
All right. No. Now that you attacked it with quiet, I can do it testlessly.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't.
So I am going to have my sheepdog play with the wolfhound. I'll just move it to me, and that puts 2 progress on it. I will use my Scepter of Harmony, using 1 song from it to put 1 progress on the wolfhound, and since that's my favorite gear, it soothes the fatigue. And then finally, I will play Healing Touch to remove harm from a being to add 3 progress to it.
Hey.
So that'll clear it. And so the Wolfhound is cleared,
And so
there's a
now-
progress on the mission, and the Flood is shuffled back into the path deck.
So now, even if you draw a sun effect, it won't matter.
Right.
Because we'll resolve the results of the test first. Clear, we'll do that before we ever resolve the sun effect.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know that the rules clarified the timing of when you, do you complete the test you're doing before you resolve any missions or not? But even so, Drew has 1 card in his deck, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Shall I go?
If you like, I can also do it, but it's up to you.
Doesn't matter. Why don't you go for it?
Actually, I'm not sure I would succeed.
Okay. Well, I'll just do the thing that I'm
Yeah.
built this deck to do.
Yep, that's good.
We'll commit 1 fitness.
Oof.
Determined, which is 2 more.
Yep.
And just some icons. And 3 from this.
Why not?
I need 6. Yeah, +1.
All right.
Do the sun,
Do the
but
sun.
we resolve this first.
So the thicket is 6 progress and it's cleared. Yeah, I am not. The mission will resolve pre-challenge effect according to the chat. So, sweet. We'll shuffle this back in.
Oof. That was good.
All right, read 1.07 for White Tree.
I think you have the book.
I do.
Read 1.07 for White Tree.
Alright.
Yeah. And then you do, and then we will remove a cloud from the downpour. Everyone takes a fatigue.
Oh, then if all 3. Okay, so it's the same.
Oh, did it not have location-specific
No.
story text?
I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
so.
All right.
So we can check off the leftmost box.
Yep. Remove the progress from Rising Waters. Okay. We did do it.
Sweet.
And then you'll take that 1 fatigue.
Yeah.
Do we want to try and travel before we go, or do you want to just fatigue out?
Yeah, we might as well try. We need to deal with the obstacle and get 9 progress.
I can do that. If someone else takes a turn and doesn't fatigue me.
I don't really have anything to do.
I can probably take care of this, I think.
Why don't you go?
Each being the same. Okay, so yeah, first I need to take 2 turns though, so you'll have to do something in the middle. But first I'm going to play Local Fair, which will add 1 harm to a flora to dodge every being in that zone. I'm not going to dodge any beings in that zone, but I think I can still do this. Then I'll use this. That'll add a counter to my T-kit. And then I'll use this exhaust to dodge the thicket to take a travel test there.
Okay.
Oh, we have to hope that we're not drawing a sun. Huh?
Yes.
Well, I mean, is there a way to do this without doing that?
I can probably get it in 1 test if you scout Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh. Yeah.
The problem is that this obstacle is here. Can you?
But you can exhaust your
I can
dodge.
dodge.
Oh, you can,
to
so what
exhaust
am I
it,
even
right?
doing? Okay, let me just undo all this. That's fine. That's fine.
So technically, I need someone to take one action before I can do anything.
I will play a functional replica, which will get rid of my ticket. That's fine.
Spends 2 focus.
All right, so I will.
So here,
Exhaust the
I'll
obstacle.
scout the top of the deck. It's just 1 card. It's a -1. But it's not a sun. Which means we could take another action.
Okay. Well, this is exhausted.
I can also bottom it.
It's I can't quite get to what I need.
I have literally no explore symbols in my hand, right? Otherwise I could just use
You know
the
what?
-1
So
to
it's
make a little
gonna-
bit of progress.
I can put 1 progress on it. Oh, wait, is it a trail? It is. I can put 1 progress on it. Is that 1 the difference between success and failure?
No. I have
Okay.
7. Yeah, there'll be 7 on there.
Okay.
So wait, so you're committing 7 effort before the modifier?
Committing
Or-
8.
You're committing 8. Oh, okay, so a +1 would do it.
You know what?
I mean, so I can
I can
bottom
actually.
this.
I can put 2 on it. No, I can
Put
put 2
two.
on it. Yeah, I got it.
All right, then we'll keep it because not a sun.
Okay. Then I'll commit 2 fitness, 2 striders, which is 8.
Jeez. -1 is 7. All right.
Okay, I'll spend 2 fitness for my Orland hiking stave, which comes with 3 counters on it.
Oh, you were just
I'll-
shit talking this thing.
I'll exhaust it to throw 1 progress out, and then I'll exhaust this to copy that
Hey.
to throw 1 more.
That's your new card, right? Oh wait, no,
no,
that's
I
yeah.
traded for this when we last
Oh
traded.
yeah.
So this says choose a ranger's equipped gear, resolve the chosen gear's effect as if you used a token from it and or exhausted it.
Right.
So that puts out a second one.
All right. Then we can pretty much rest, huh?
Yeah, we just rest.
Rest and fatigue out. Drew falls asleep.
Yeah, on the way. Striding too much.
Well, luckily travel happens before refresh, so we just
we do get there.
Yeah.
get there. Yeah,
Yeah. Or yeah. So really, I guess we don't fatigue out
We
because
don't
we can
fatigue
travel
out.
on camp.
yeah, we're flying and camping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are we going? We need to decide that now. I guess we're only moving 1 step towards the next flooded location.
You have
right?
the map, I think.
Do I? Oh yeah, here it is. It blends in with the floor of this room sometimes. So we'll be going from White Sky, either to Lone. No, Lone Tree Station is three steps, so we definitely want to go to Mountain M.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to Mountain M. Wonder how many times I can erase the location on here before it like rips through the paper. So on day 5 we'll be on Mountain M, and it will be Mountain Path. All right, we've done it. So we can switch out, make reward switches. We didn't get any new ones though. Does anyone want to make any changes? I still
Defaulting rod is pretty
I still
solid.
like.
I'm gonna keep that around.
I still don't qualify to take almost any of them. Okay, well played. Yeah, we pulled off 2/3 of the floods.
Yeah, it did a lot, and like
Yeah.
traveled 1 step closer to the other one. It's pretty good.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I feel confident that tomorrow we'll be able to finish that 3rd one off.
If only we had helped Aura along the way.
If only.
Sweet. Well, we're gonna call it there. Thank you for watching, chat. Thank you for joining us. Always appreciate it. Thank you all for the game. And we'll be back with more soon. I think last time I said Happy Thanksgiving, but this one is the video that will be literally, I think, the Wednesday of Thanksgiving week. So if you're in the US, Happy Thanksgiving. If you're in Canada, I think it was 3 months ago. I hope you had a good one. Okay, we'll be back soon. We're playing this really often, so should be consistent. See you then. Till then, be optimal.